Oh, yeah. I'm not going to make it, Sergeant. Not going to make it on this.
Get up, soldier.
Review.
Stay with me.
Ganza. What is up, everybody? Oh, Captain Coleman here. Over here with Major Martin. At ease. I don't even think I'm the right rank to tell you that. But welcome, everybody, to Movie Review Extravaganza. Here on doubletoasted.com. I want your critiques tonight. Corey Coleman, Martin Thomas.
Right here.
Private Voorhees over here. Giving me shit. Literally giving me shit. I don't know what it is, but I will explain in a little while. You know, Ken always comes in.
How can you do that if you don't know what it is?
I can kind of tell.
Okay.
You know, on the surface, I know what it is. Beyond that, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what Ken's motives are for bringing it to me. Other than, you know.
Says food.
Yeah, like I said, I told you he's giving me shit.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, Ken's always giving me weird shit up in here.
Yeah,
So literally weird shit. How y'all doing tonight?
No more subtlety.
No more at all. We're beyond that now. Fuck it here. Shit. Literally. How y'all doing this evening? Welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Got a good show for you guys tonight. It's one of those shows where we got a mix of a little bit of everything. I think to please everybody, every kind of cinema person out there. You know, we got stuff that's going to appeal to the mainstream, I think, with 1917, big war drama, action, adventure. What's going on out there? A lot of people talking about this movie. Don't listen to them. We're going to tell you the real shit about that. Also, we have, we got the dramas out there, the political and social thrillers. Dark Waters.
There's plenty of those. Yep.
Plenty of those.
Dark Waters.
Oh, and even a little bit of art house and horror. All the way, or whatever the hell this is. I don't know what. Martin, I don't know what the hell we just watched tonight.
Okay, good. Because usually I'm the one scratching my head. You're going like, nah, man, you just don't see. So you don't think the way I do.
No.
I get into these things because I can see the context and the metaphor.
Oh, I got in there. I didn't see shit. Where the fuck am I? Help! I don't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, that
this
makes me
today.
feel good.
Oh, also, you know, it's the end of an era coming up, Martin.
Is it?
It is, Martin. You know what I'm talking about?
The end of Bond.
Bond. At least
This Bond.
This Bond right here.
The eighth Bond.
Yeah. They say word is Bond, but nah. Nah, that bond's about to be broken. We're about to end this whole series, this era of the Daniel Craig Bond.
The Daniel Craig era.
And I'm going to talk about with you whether you have been enjoying this era or this series or not, the importance of why the end of this movie could lend to something else that might be even better than what we have right here. Not just a better movie, but just a better concept. Martin. Just to let you, Martin, okay, whatever. Martin, I gave up on that motherfucker a long time ago. Yeah, that's your boy now. Yeah, Martin. Don't give up faith yet. Don't give up on your boy just yet, Martin.
All right, okay.
Oh, let me go ahead and look. I want you to look at what I did tonight, Martin. I did something cool.
What'd you do?
Martin, I want you to say hello to the best of both worlds right now. Two chats on the same screen. Oh my God!
What did you do?
What did you madman? You maniac! What did you do?
Wow.
I don't know why I didn't think of this. I was like, well, why I keep going back and forth between the one and the other? I can just show both of them.
Thank you. You brought back the chat I missed.
Yeah, you know, the one that has all the illustrations and the ones that talk shit over here.
Yeah.
Let me see here. But welcome, chat. Welcome this evening. I see here that we have, speaking of James Bond and Spectre, we got Spec Ray, Austin C.K., Thunderwing. I think you're a new one. What is that? Rising 7. How you doing there? Skull is here to modify the house, keep y'all in check. And Jen G to Twitch. What is that? Nick Luzzy's here. The Nick Luzzy.
All right, the Nick Luzzy.
Angry Asian. All the gang is all here. Plus, let me smell you. I got that new toast smell up in here. Few new toasties.
Man, if you smelling toast, that means you having a brain aneurysm.
Blame them, man. They'll do that to you. They will drive you out your damn mind. I will probably do this for this Sunday because, of course, now y'all know good and goddamn well we didn't get a screening of the Playmobil movie. You know, they weren't going to show nobody that.
I thought they might.
Ain't
But
nobody.
I guess the Lego movie tanking scared them off.
Yeah.
And they're like, Playmobil, and nobody's talking about
Yeah.
this.
If you ain't gonna go see Legos, you sure as hell gonna go see some rip-off Legos.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you can believe Rotten Tomatoes, but it's not looking good over there for this.
What for really?
24%.
You know what, Martin? That's higher than I thought it would get. Looking good, Playmobil. Hang in there. Ooh, you tell me 24%. That's my shit right there. I can't wait. I can't wait to play with this.
It's your shit until you see it.
I can't wait to play with these toys. Playmobil. Yes. I cannot wait. So Sunday, you can definitely look forward to that review. I am going to go see this movie, man. I can't wait. It better, and you know what? It better deliver on that 24% too. In fact, down it up a little bit. You should play, like people say, bring it up a little bit. No, go down a little bit. Make it even shittier than what I
thought
think.
maybe they might just laterally do something that's close. But then I look at the poster and I go, what the hell is this? How is this even Playmobil?
Yeah, Martin, I don't know. I do know. I forgot Playmobil even existed.
Do you have a trailer for it?
I can get one.
Let's check it out.
You want to look at the trailer for this?
Yeah.
Because you know what? That's a good.
You might entice me to go see it.
That's a good recommendation because I have no fucking clue.
Yeah,
what this is
I mean,
about.
I like to go into things cold, but sometimes I'll get there and I'm like, I should have looked at something.
I have not
Just
seen
at least read a
anything.
description.
I have read how shitty this could be, but I have not seen any images at all. Playmobil movie. There it is, Martin. Who the fuck thought about making a movie out of Playmobil? Kids don't even play with Playmobil.
No, they don't.
I don't know one child.
That's if a child says they got Playmobil, you go like, I guess your dad lost his job, huh? That's sad. Well, at least you had some Christmas.
Or your parents just don't like you.
Oh, they don't like you.
Yeah.
We ain't paying for Legos.
I don't know one fucking child that had a Playmobil toy. Not one.
Not
Growing
one,
up
not
as an
one.
adult today. Well, people say, you better not know one as an adult today.
Not even the ones in my basement.
No. I don't buy it for them. Let me see here.
I kidnapped you, but I think better of you than to give you Playmobil.
Actually, that's what I think about you. I'm not going to even give you Legos. In fact, I'm going to give you Playmobil. No, please. I'll be good. Let's take a look at this Playmobil trailer, man. That's a good recommendation, Martin. Look at this Playmobil trailer. Let me see if the sound is up and everything. See what this is all about.
Time to go save the world.
There's no chance of danger, right?
I'm 100% almost sure.
Some heroes are unshakable. Others are unstoppable. But only one
You notice how they just dragging out this intro so they don't have to show you what the actual
yes,
toys look like?
Yes, I did notice that.
They try to keep from showing you visuals as long as they
They're
can.
trying to run out the clock.
Yeah.
part of a portable 10-piece set.
Rex Dasher, at your service.
What does fucking jump around have to do with this? Except
mean,
for toys just jumping around.
Well, I mean, what's more relevant than a song that's 30 years old?
For kids that don't even probably remember this fucking song today.
Rex Dasher, for your next mission, we're partnering you with two civilians, Dell and Marla.
Hello?
Wow, well, okay, crotch joke, awesome.
And spy parody.
And spy parody. We have how many fucking spy parodies do we have coming out?
Too many. We got the Will Smith one coming out.
He
next
turns
week.
into a pigeon or something. At least they do something with that. It's like, hey,
do they though?
He turns into a bird, Marty.
He was a fish before.
That's what was missed from Gemini, man. He didn't turn to a fish. Gemini, I thought that he was going to turn into two fish.
That would have been Pisces.
Old fish, young fish. Nah, man, you know how they made like Legos look actually kind of cool? Like ain't nothing. This looks cheap as a fucking toy.
It's so obvious that they saw the Lego movie and did a cheap ripoff.
Yeah, y'all got some nerve, boy. Thinking anybody want to see this shit.
Well played. This way. After me.
No, this was just garbage.
Come on, Del.
Over the last several months, a top-secret organization has caused citizens from different lands to vanish into thin air.
That's not good.
I need you two to help rescue them. We're running out of time.
I mean, there's no chance of danger or anything, right?
I'm 100% almost sure.
Everybody jump!
This entire city is guarded day and night.
Come on, get in!
Time to go save the world.
Not one laugh. Not one laugh. Not one reason to see this shit. Not nothing.
And you can't wait to go.
And I can't wait. This is even making me want to see this boy. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk about. I can't wait to play with Playmobil over here. Ooh, playtime.
Everybody jump!
That was terrifying, but also kind of exhilarating.
Ain't nothing. Boy, poor Harry Potter. But why y'all doing him? This man, he been trying to get on the come up for years. Y'all, why y'all do him? Harry, what made you say? What is it? You should have said no from Playmobil. They didn't have to give you a script. You should have get the fuck out of Playmobil movie. What? You motherfucker didn't call me for the Lego? You called me for? I'm Harry Potter. God damn it. Get the fuck out of here. Just Patronum. This is Rex. Daniel Radcliffe is Rex Dasher, boy. All right. We'll see about that. Oh, my God. Ooh,
Well, you can come back and tell us all about it.
I will come back and tell you about it, sir. And I can't wait, man. This is my shit. This is what I live for. I love it. I love it
You
already.
should make Gertz go with you.
I should. For all the shit he puts
owes
me
you.
through. I might give old Dirty Gertie a call. Make him go see this movie with me, man. He ain't doing nothing else. I mean, if he's making me go to his house to watch Robert Dangerfield, he ain't doing shit.
Exactly.
I wish you would tell me I got something to do. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't got a goddamn thing to do. Get your ass up and let's go. Playmobil. Let's go play. All right, y'all. Good to have you here. All right. Looking at the chat going in on this shit. Oh, and Rock Dog. Look, y'all look. I ain't doing that. That's just gone. Oh no! I thought they were talking about that last dog movie that came out. There was a dog.
The Arctic dog?
Yeah.
No.
Now, y'all can forget about that
Yeah,
shit.
no.
We are not doing that. Yeah, there he is. Why? Why? Yeah, here's the thing, man. Legos, you can at least build something and create something. You can't do nothing with these little things right here.
They already got their play sets together.
Yeah, nobody's asking for these toys, much less a movie.
I mean, they're just slightly more articulated Fisher-Price figures.
Are they more articulated, though?
Well, their limbs are longer. How about that?
Alex, I love you, Martin and Corey. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Appreciate it. Happy to be a subscriber, Corey. That's Yazzie88. Happy to have you. Happy to have you.
Somebody said take grits to spies in disguise. Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
thought that was some kind of tie-in that I didn't know about.
Y'all about as crazy as he is. No, I ain't taking him nowhere. You get.
Take Gertz to spies in disguise. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you thought they were talking about actual grits?
Yes. I was like, why would
that's
you
what
take
you referring to.
a bowl of grits to the movie? I don't.
Martin, well, why don't you say it like that? Why not? They're delicious. That's what. You get tired of eating popcorn and candy, all that movie food.
That's true.
Man, bring your own food. Just bring a bag of grits.
I wish they would let you do that.
Ain't stopping me
That
yet.
never stopped you.
Man, go in there with a bag of grits already cooked and just scoop that shit with your hand.
Just burning your hand. Slinging on people.
Let me see here. Yeah, man. They thought you'd been real grits. Why not? Why not? All right, y'all. Good to have you here tonight. We're going to get back with you in a little bit with more show. The show has just begun, so do not go anywhere tonight. A lot of movies to review and also one trailer to discuss. 1917 Dark Waters, In Fabric. You really got to hear about this one. And we're going to talk about old James Bond coming to an end, at least as we know him now. And we will be back.
Pour some out for him.
Yeah, pour a little martini out on the sidewalk for my man right here. And we'll be back right after this. All right, let me see here. I got this new interface right here that gives me an actual countdown to let me know that it's working.
Weren't you supposed to have that before?
No. There was a little bar that scrolls. Now they got this new interface where everything's already set up for me. I ain't got to do shit.
They're giving you all the toys.
Yeah, man. This ain't no Playmobil right here. It's the real shit. You know what's funny is our rep was really excited for it too. He was telling me, he's like, "Oh, Corey, in a couple of days, you're going to see a new interface, a new dashboard. It's going to have so many options there for you. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to make streaming a whole new experience for you." And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We trying to send me a card. I'm on here today. I'm like, oh, shit. This is a whole new experience for me. Yeah, man. It's real nice. Like I said, it keeps getting better for us right here. So we're about to come out of this commercial right here, folks. So let me get my pose ready for these people that are about to come back in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. And as I said, we got a lot of movies for you tonight. Hey, listen, do you not like the commercials here? Me personally, I don't mind commercials. I grew up with commercials.
Yeah, I'm used to them.
I am too. I tell you, I didn't really even notice commercials that much until my wife brought it up.
Man, same thing. With I'll be at home, the commercial comes on. I'm just used to tuning it out.
Yeah.
Get to do something. She's the one. Oh, I can't stand these commercials. She'll pause a show for 20 minutes just so it can be at a point where she can just fast forward through commercials.
Yeah.
I'm like, but that's 20 minutes we sat there doing nothing.
My wife is the same way, except she goes crazy when they come on. Like when they come on, yeah, she will. She will. She will. She doesn't want it. She's too lazy to get up and actually change it. So the controller's right there, but she's too lazy to grab it, to cut it off or mute it or something.
Yeah.
So she'll sit up there and she'll deal with it for a little while. When it gets to the middle of the second commercial, she's like, "Head off, it's hurting my brain." Like, really? Like, I don't even notice this shit. And then she told me one day, she actually says that it hurts my brain. She's all there like Schmeagol and shit. Cuts it off. It hurts the brain. I'm like, girl, calm down. I was like, what is that bothers you with these commercials? And she said, because when you're watching a show, the show you have set at a certain level of volume that you're good with. And then when the commercials come on, it gets so much louder. And now, that's all I hear.
Oh.
Like a commercial will be on, and they'll be talking like this, and then I go to commercial. Come down to Larry's and get a new car. And I'm like, oh, fuck, now I hear it.
See, they got busted on doing that, and they were supposed to have stopped.
No, what they do, they cut it down a little bit. It's still louder. You know when
like when somebody says, hey, you got the TV too loud. Oh, okay. And you turn it down.
Yeah.
But then over time, you just kind of slowly inch it back up.
Or when your mama or your daddy used to say, cut that shit down. And you go over there, you just turn it down a notch. And they're like, boy, if you don't cut that shit down, ain't nobody playing with you. Because that's what I used to do. I used to just cut it down a notch until somebody just said something. And so that's what they did. They just cut it down just a little bit. It's still louder. Yeah. So now I see what she's talking about, but it doesn's bother me. No. She hates cable. As we talked about this before. I was raised on cable.
Yeah, same here.
My mother, I told you, my mother's probably caught some kind of radiation that has allowed her to live this long.
Yeah.
She has every TV in the house on. Every TV. And there's a TV in every room. You can take a shit and watch your favorite program.
Yep.
There's a TV everywhere.
You never get away from it.
I told you, it's being like being in the TV section of Best Buy, man.
Now, I don't know about is your mom like this where at my mom's house, every TV is on, but they're all on different stations?
Yes. We talked about this. One is on some prison station. Yeah. One is on some BET channel. One is on a knockoff BET channel.
The others are true crime.
True crime. That's the prison one, or the true crime one. Another one's on some.
How many different true crime shows are on at the same
time? A lot. That's how I first learned about the Booty Man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's when I first learned about that shit. I was like, this is crazy. This is some shit I would usually learn about on the internet. I learned about it on cable first. And then, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing there. We have Shin Kong. Kong. Thank you for subscribing there. Appreciate it. What?
You know you weren't supposed to do that.
I know I wasn't supposed to. I know, but hey, how you doing, shit? What's going on? How you doing?
You really want to test Twitch, don't you?
I just wasn't just saying his name clearly. Shin Kong. That's all I was doing. I wanted him to hear me. I wanted him to make sure that I was being plain with him. Thank you for all the subscribers that we have right here. Rob the Glob. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that.
Beware of the glob.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, man. So whenever if I don't hear commercials today, I just feel like life isn't out there.
Yeah, I forgot what I was watching where they cut the commercials out. And I know. Yeah, the show was on. What I don't know. Was it Hulu or something? Yeah, because my wife, she went ahead and got the Hulu with no commercials, and the show's just going. And I'm waiting for that chance to get up and run in the bathroom. And I was like, oh shit, that's not gonna happen, is it?
No, hell no, not at all. What is this? The Bedwath subscribed with Twitch Prime. What is this? Is that Twitch Prime?
Yep, Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime. People using that Twitch Prime out there.
Now, what's Twitch Prime?
Martin, I'm glad you asked, sir, because somebody else asked me today. They said, Mr. Coleman, could you kindly tell us, sir, how to use my Amazon Prime subscription for a Twitch Prime subscription? And I said, yes. You thought I was going to say something like, fuck you or something like that. No. You don't know how to do this shit. Look it up. That's what the internet is for. No, I'm here to help you out. Here to help you out, sir. So here's the deal, and it's very easy. Here's the deal with getting a Twitch Prime subscription. And if you get that, first of all, you don't have to watch the commercials, which led us down this whole path and rabbit hole of talking about commercials. But if you get that, you don't have to worry about commercials. But let me go ahead. I got a page right here, and I thought it'd be better if you just see it in words. Now, let me see here. So, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, here's what you can do. Let me see. Is this it? So it says here, I am a current Prime member. And if you do live in the U.S., Mexico, Canada, Italy, France, Germany, you can look up the rest right there yourself. It's a lot of places. It says if you already have that, here's what you do. You go to twitchprime.com, and you should see a screen there that says link Twitch account. Check to connect your Amazon account to your Twitch account to access your benefits. Once your Amazon account is connected, you will automatically have Twitch Prime and access to all Twitch Prime benefits. So basically, it's just asking you to, hey, Ken, can you see if somebody's at the door, please? It's just asking you to go to twitchprime.com. That's it. Go to twitchprime.com, and it has a page right there that's ready for you to enter your Amazon information. So it's that easy.
There's another option of if you don't have an Amazon.
But he asked me if you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I ain't going to explain all this shit now. I'm going to answer questions that people ask me.
Well, I'm asking you, what happens if you
Martin, you can find out. You go to this page over here. Oh, look, we got some people up in here. Peoples, come on in. Come on in. I like the way they just knocked it gently. They even scratched like a cat or something.
Good thing you heard that.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Come on in. Have a seat.
Have a seat.
Have we met before now? Yeah, I was about to say I recognize you guys. You bought me a shot. I bought you a shot. Or 5.
Where was that?
Waco.
Ah.
Yeah, you know what? You can have a seat on the couch if you like too. I mean, go sit where you like. Okay. Do what you like. They don't let me push you around, man. You sit wherever you want to. I want some of that couch. He's about to knock that chair over. He's about to break my furniture. Like, come on, man.
That would finally get you to assemble that other chair.
It will. That chair's been. I have a chair in this room over here. I'm just being lazy about it. I open that. I say, you mean the chair just don't pop out the box? Pieces? You actually have to use a tool?
Oh, no.
Fuck this. Nah. You know what I almost did? I almost just took the seat and put it on pillows and just sit on it like that. I just leave the rest of the parts in there for later so I can call somebody to do it.
Like the small TV sitting on top of the old broken TV.
Yeah. When that broke TV turns into a stand all of a sudden. What I've learned, Martin, is that if you just leave shit unassembled long enough, somebody's going to get tired of it.
Oh, here, I'll do it for you.
Damn, man, shit, here. Well, I was going to get to that. Funny, I was
just about to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, since you're on it. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm just waiting on that certain person.
It's been sitting there for a while.
And it's going to keep sitting there until the magic chair fairies come in. Put that shit together. Until I walk in one day and be like, wow, it's assembled. Yeah. Well, I hope that helps you out, people, with getting your Twitch Prime account right there. As I said, it's very easy to do. Very easy to do. And I want to welcome, again, everybody here. If you're just getting in, I see new people are coming in all the time. Glad to have you here, folks. Going to have a good show for you this evening. Glad to be able to show both chats right now. So you're getting chat with words and getting chat with visuals over there. So let me see here. Let me see if anybody, some of these other people that showed up right now. Oh, let's see. Somebody talking some shit. Corey's white T-shirt looks like what my grandpa uses below his collar shirt. Okay, here. Let me tell you something about a joke. If you got to explain the shit too long, yeah, you should have said something look like my granddad's drawers or something. That would have done it. I would have done it. I'm helping you. Look, I'm talking about my own shit. Corey's shirt looks like an adult diaper. That's how you do this.
Teach these kids, Corey.
Corey, did you hear what you just said? Mm-hmm. Corey's shirt looked like something that my dad would buy at the store and then put one shirt on, but put the other shirt over that and wear it on. And like at this point, you lost everybody, sir.
Yeah, we got a hat waiting for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, come on down to the Double Toast Studios right here. I got something your grandpa can wear. Dude, have you learned nothing from being on the boy? I wish you were here when you told that joke. Ooh, we would have had a good time. And it's even worse when it's in words.
Because he had time.
You had time. You're writing the shit out. You get to see it. Motherfucker just got caught up. Chapter 1. Corey's shirt.
It was a dark and stormy night. And Corey wore a white shirt that was wrinkled, much like my grandfather's from the war.
See? That would have been cool. Boy, don't make me have to don't make me use myself as a weapon against you. Jesus Christ. I'll blow your ass. Fuck out of here with this. Oh, thank you for the subscribers that we have coming in right now. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And as I said, we're going to have a good show for you tonight. Ooh, it's a lot of fun. One of these reviews that we talk about got a little bit of a story that comes with it.
Is that right?
Got a little bit of a bonus.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
The war within the war.
We did not get a chance to talk about the incident.
That's right. I thought we were going to talk about it yesterday.
Yeah, no, I said, we got enough for the show. I said, let me save this for tomorrow. Man, y'all should have been in the theater with us yesterday. Normally I get mad when I see people acting a fool, but this cracked me up. That was... at first, why y'all distracted me from this movie right now?
I know.
Oh, shit, this is good. Keep going.
Well, we already had two people on the other side of me who were talking as the movie was coming on.
Mm-hmm.
And a good friend of ours, he shushed them loudly and forcefully.
Was it before the movie even started? Was that him?
The movie had started, but it was just still showing like the names of the production companies. So there's hadn't really started, but it had started.
Yeah,
like lights were out and it was going. It's two people, this couple. So he just shh.
I heard that. In fact, he got wetness in my ear when he did.
Yeah,
shit.
I was like, wow, that is. I wish I could have recorded that. That was the greatest shush I've ever heard.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah,
he got the whole audience.
He got the whole audience quiet.
he got them quiet and wet. It's like shit. Where'd that come from?
Because I was sitting next to two dudes who were drinking beer, and I was thinking like they're gonna be obnoxious through this, but his shush got everybody quiet before anything got started.
Yeah,
except for this other thing that happened.
For your boy. Y'all gotta hear this shit. Y'all gotta hear this shit, man. Y'all got it's the rare time that somebody looks like they're being rude, and I was kind of on their side. I ain't gonna even lie, man. It's a lot of backstory to this. You'll get that story right there. I've often learned that you know what really keeps people quiet in the theater? Shirt from DT Merch. Martin looked at me like, don't do this shit. Stop. Don't do. Please. It was like a truck coming.
Well, no. We're not doing that. Just moving along.
It was like Martin was like a deer calling some headlights. No. I'm gonna keep on driving. Martin, don't get mad at that black tee with the white tee. That with the white logo. Martin, that's classic right there. Don't do it, Martin. Don't do it, Martin.
Get it out your system.
Martin wanted to put a foot up my ass and slides right there. He wanted to beat me with one of them shoes right there. Stop saying that shit.
Yeah, like somebody's abuela.
Yeah.
Throw it at you.
Oh, let's see here. We got various clothing merchandise here, along with our new Heather line of colors. Also have the regulars like the teacups, phone covers, and many, many other things that you can either wear or use all year round. And since the show is getting started right now, let's go ahead and welcome the rest of you up in here before we get into these reviews out here, Martin. And if you wouldn't mind, don't get up, sit down, relax. We don't want you to have to do anything. This is one of the few shows that you can actually join us by doing absolutely nothing except popping open the keyboard and typing in for us, kcoolmans@gmail.com. That's KCOOLMANZ@gmail.com. You email us with any kind of questions, comments, compliments, insults, input, and or advice. Want to be part of the show this evening, as I'm asking you to? Well, put any kind of info that it takes to get hold of you in that email. Press in, bam, up in your home, criticizing you, all the critics in the world. You know how it's called? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Type in double quotes for all of those you want to get hold of us. If you would like to holler at me privately, you can do so on the dying platform known as Facebook, but up until its dying breath, you can type in Corey.Coleman.5. Martin, if I'm too busy up there criticizing these folks.
If you're too busy, they can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Martin_NoFro. Or look for Martin Thomas on Facebook.
Look for Martin Thomas right here in the world famous Dope Coat Studios. Now with 2 stanky ass couches. All you gotta do is email us kcoolmans@gmail.com. What are your plans for Austin? Austin said, don't worry about it. I got plans for you. You will come see me. But if you come see me, holler at them 2 niggas up in the studio talking about them movies. Corey and Martin, stick your head through the door and just say hello. You can go on about your way, and I can have my way with you. Stay a while, listen to the show, though. You might like it. All you got to do is email kcoolmans@gmail.com. Let us know whether you are visiting, you're moving here, or whatever the hell you're doing. Give us some details. We'll give you back some details. That will allow us to accommodate you. Ooh. Martin said, ooh. Martin said, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That felt good to ooh. Oh. All right, y'all. I'm about to get into these movies real quick. As I said, before we do, we have responsibilities over here. We have to actually, I'm contractually obligated to, Martin. They will arrest me if I do not play the ads that they tell me to play. If I don't play the required number. If y'all want to have this show keep going, y'all want to keep me from going to Twitch prison out there, then I must do this, and you must be patient with it. But as I said, these ads are not that big a deal. They're short, they're painless, and you don't even have to watch them if you get a Twitch Prime subscription, which we show you how to do. But if you didn't do that, then shut the fuck up and sit through this. We'll be back right after this. Way with words and people, Martin.
There you go.
I always was a people person,
We're
Martin.
new fans one at a time.
One at a time, Martin. Always was a people person.
Losing
Martin.
fans 2 at a time.
Oh, no, gaining more, Martin. Tough love. Tough love. They recognize it, man.
Yeah, sure.
You can't say...
They like the abuse now.
This generation does not like please and thank you, Martin. That's what I learned.
Is that what it is?
They're like, shut the fuck up, hurry the fuck up, do what I say. Mm-hmm. That's what they were raised on, Martin.
Do what I say.
Yeah. This last generation, parents are so easy on them. Just all these timeouts and shit. They want a tough daddy like me. Shut the
They
fuck
miss the
up.
discipline.
They miss it. They need it. Crave it, Martin. And I'm here to give it. She knows. She over there smiling. She knows. She's like, yeah, shit, I'm wild as fuck. But if I had a daddy like you, Corey, I'd be a much saner person right now. All right, we coming back, y'all. 3, 2, 1, yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Martin was so scared that I frightened you away with my tough love. See, Martin, that back in even bigger numbers now. People ain't going nowhere. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. See, that's what they like.
Okay.
Look, he's sitting his ass down right now. Yes, sir. Yes, daddy. Oh. I want to thank Ken Voorhees for bringing me some shit that I don't even know what the hell it is. He just brings me things that
He
are
just
crazy.
put it in your hand?
He just puts stuff in my hand.
And then sits down.
And don't explain it. So, if you're listening to the show, this is not me making a joke. Ken Voorhees literally gave me shit.
A bag of shit.
A bag of shit and a jar of shit.
No. A matching set.
This right here, I have to say, Ken, thank you, because this right here reminds me of a friend of mine that I had that I was in the National Guard with. So then this was an old racist ass joke somebody told this guy. Like, it was a white person told this black dude. He said, and we all laughed. We knew we shouldn't, but somebody told him, they said, "You look like a turd with eyes." And I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, he really did kind of. I'm like, wasn't right, but they had a point.
Those are the worst jokes.
They are.
The ones where you're like, that's wrong, that's offensive, but it's kind of true.
But I can't help it. It's just funny. I'm sorry, man. Even he had to laugh. Man, that dude, he laughed. He made, man, that was fucked up. And he said, I got to give it to him. He said, that was creative as hell, man. Calling me that shit. Yeah, I don't mean to make fun of anybody, but yeah, Ken is the kind of guy that just comes in and just gives you weird shit with no explanation, man. Last time he came in and brought me a pair of titties from Japan, and I was like, "What is this?" You know, a little something for you.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do with this? It was it's breasts that you blow up and put in your shirt. That's the wrong sequence, actually. You put it in your shirt and then you blow it up. Okay. There's a button that just pops out. So,
all right. So do they pop out instantly or over
instantly?
time?
I think no, instantly, Martin. You press a button, poof, you can play with your own titties, man. Okay, it's good stuff.
All right.
I mean, I did it. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I guess if you're on stage, it could be a good joke.
Or if you just
gag or
happen to be sitting in a room by yourself,
by
and
yourself,
everybody's gone, you know, want some private time to yourself, but ain't got no money for the strip club next door.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Done and done. Yeah. I don't even ask anymore.
Okay. So what are you going to do with your new treasures?
I don't know, because this right here, now you could put this up somewhere and actually have it look sort of like I don't know, like a weird decoration or something. It's got eyes, Martin. You know, this means that it has personality. Yeah. You know, it has eyes, so you can have some.
Flesh it if it's got personality.
No, you can't do that, man. That means that it has some sort of emotional attachment. This shit right, what this in the jar is called poop putty.
Does it stink?
There's plastic on it. I don't know yet. I don't know. You have to ask this man over here, and good luck getting any information out of him. Can you come up here and explain to us what the fuck is going on with these items?
Yeah, you kind of have to at this point.
Yeah, at this point, because I don't know. You just give me crazy shit. And, you know, I got to give it to him. At least he doesn't give me junk like Felix does. Felix just buys things that decides he doesn't want them and is trying to act like he's giving me a gift.
You sure he's not stealing those out of people's cars?
Nah, he's not doing that. That motherfucker's too... I hate to say this about Felix. Felix is too clumsy to even get away with crime, man.
Moose.
Moose, yeah. Hey, is Corey Coleman here? you can't do this to me. I'm his biggest fan. Let me show you the shit that I'm going to leave it on you real quick. Actually, you know what? Let me see here. I'm going to go over here. Hey. And I'm going to show you what Felix brings in here. Felix, let me see here. Felix brought... Hold on, Martin. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Coming.
Oh.
Coming.
Oh.
Do you want one of these?
I mean, that looks nice.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah. It's a like an Oculus. Is the one you put your phone in?
It's fake virtual reality.
Yeah, I know. I had some.
You want some more?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I had one. It kind of worked. I changed phones, and then I got another one for that next phone, and I was like, you know what? These really don't work all that well.
No, it's funny. You know what? It has one use for you to put on one time and go like, ooh, that's kind of cool, and you never use that shit anymore.
Yeah.
And Felix,
I thought I was going to use it a lot, and then I got on one of the real Oculuses that's connected to the video game system, and I was like, oh, this is what this is supposed to look like.
Now, what did you think you were going to use these for?
I don't know.
Play games?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah,
No.
I did.
Martin, there's a reason why.
No, I know.
There's a reason why virtual reality is being sold as $1 at Dollar General.
Oh, is that where that's from?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
He went over to Dollar General and just bought a bunch of these and just decided, I got too many of them, and just dumped them in here. Yeah. Felix, love you, man, but you know what the fuck you doing, trying to sit up here and say, I bought some gifts for you. This is shit you just don't want. Because you don't want to take it back, and you just thinking I'm going to be like, oh, virtual reality, that's awesome. I know this shit is junk. It's trash. It's garbage. I don't know what the fuck to do with this, man. And I don't know why I don't ever tell him. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't have no little nephews or you can...
Yeah, I got nephews, and they're too smart to take this shit.
No.
I got nephews that would tell me, I don't want that shit. In fact, my nephews are grown.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm thinking like, wait, your nephews, like one is a doctor.
One is a doctor. He's like, I'm playing with real virtual reality.
Yeah.
None of this fake shit right here. Motherfucker, I'm a doctor. Don't insult me like this. My nephew is smarter than me. You think I'm gonna look dumb taking this shit? Hey, I got your gift.
He'd take and go like, oh, that's so sweet, Uncle Corey.
Bam! That's what he said. What is this? Hey, come here. What's it say right there? Bam!
And right when his wife is like, hey, but that's just, she's like,
Yeah.
He don't know no better.
The fuck out of here. Yeah. He's dumb, baby. That's the reason why he's doing streaming as a living. That's the reason why he's on Twitch. Because he wasn't smart enough to even stay in college. That's why he's doing this shit. Get the fuck out of my house, Corey. Ken Voorhees, how you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good, yeah.
I'm doing great, man. Always good to see you, Ken. We hardly ever talk to Ken. At least Ken is giving me something interesting. Poop putty. Now, what is it that you just think when you see shit, you just think about me?
I was gonna say I give a shit, or gave a shit, but I was just drinking a lot in London.
What's the hat doing over there?
I was drinking a lot in London and picked it up.
You don't have to do this all day, but try this on. See if that fits. Try that on right there. Oh, that fits real nice. Look at that.
Tailor-made.
Yeah, you know what? You can just hold it as long as you just keep it over there, and people can see those words "dunce." So they know that's you. but so you got these from London.
Yeah.
And so you probably just a gag gift. You thought it was funny and thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could say it was 4 pounds. A lot of fiber is 5 pounds.
Okay, you know what? Just get the fuck out of here. Just that's fine. Thank you, boy. Oh, I've never made a regretful decision in that short amount of time. Yes, I did just now. Wow, at least I got a few hours to think about. Man, should I have done that?
We gotta have a strategy meeting after this.
I was like, immediately, what the fuck was I thinking? I love Kid. Don't get me wrong. I love Kid.
I know.
Kid, he looking man. I'm just messing with you, man. You know that. You like, I'm gonna still kill all you motherfuckers. Oh, good to have you, chat. Let's talk to you real quick. How y'all doing, chat? Hanging in there? Oh, good to. My face. Yeah, that's me. Oh. Laughing at this.
Yes, that's what I'm laughing at.
Please shut the fuck up. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all that you do right now. Appreciate it. All the cheers. I want to see Corey and Martin. What is his arm wrestle? Why?
Yeah, what does that do?
Look at that. They feel bad for Ken too. They're like, man, that poor guy. Somebody said clip that moment. You feeling better, Corey? Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Yesterday, I threw up all of my smoothie, and I just got through being on a stream where I was telling people, "Oh, there's nothing like Corey's smoothies."
You were advertising the hell out of those smoothies.
I was on there with a big old gallon of smoothie. Oh, there's nothing for your health like Corey's patented smoothies. Later that
Clean
night,
you right out.
It looked like you remember when The Shining, when that elevator opened and blood came out? That's what I was like. It was all purple.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus.
And the last ingredient, a dash of Drano.
And you were right, man. Today I was thinking about making a smoothie, and I was like, no, that's okay. I need a day. I need a day to recoup. Let me see here.
Hey, you got to get back on the horse.
I will. I am. Corey, you are my favorite piece of shit. Thank you. That's Clifton the Colored Milkman right there.
That was sweet.
That was very sweet. If I'm going to be a piece of shit, I want to be somebody's favorite piece of shit.
Of course.
Instead of just a regular piece of shit like I am right now.
Full of corn and everything.
Ooh, fiber. Like my man said, full of fiber.
Fiber.
Corn.
Yeah.
When you think about some really good stuff and shit, man. And, depending on your diet. Corey, you nasty. You nasty. Shut the fuck up. I ain't like that comeback. You nasty.
Well, you told him.
Yeah. I like the way my man.
Good one, Corey.
Angela the Terrible. She's over there just laughing. Corn. she put laugh my ass off, corn. Apparently Angela's easily amused. Hey Angela, doo doo. Does it have corn in it? Yes, it does. Oh. Where's Martin gets a gold star? Wow, y'all remember that?
Yeah, that's
we
old.
used to. Yeah, that's old. That was our first year of doing this, man. When we actually had Double Toasted as a name, and we got a streaming platform. I was quizzing Martin, and before it was even Martin gets a gold star, I was giving you. I was force feeding you cookies.
You give me diabetes. We got to stop this,
man. Think about it. You know what? You're lucky. Diabetes is expensive, man. I kept buying those cookies every week. I was like, what the fuck am I thinking, man? This is not gonna last. Somebody said Martin is my spirit animal. Good. That's from Clifton the Color Milkman. So you're his spirit animal. I'm his piece of shit. Fuck you.
His
man.
favorite.
But his favorite. There you go. You're not his favorite spirit animal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we might bring some of these back, man. Now, since some of you guys are doing this, we might bring quizzes back and whatnot, because we used to do those quizzes.
Quizzes a lot.
Yeah, we did them we used to do them every Wednesday for the movie review show, and I just got tired of that shit.
I did too.
Yeah, I can tell we both getting tired of it.
Yeah, we start quizzing the audience.
Yeah, we sure did. And I got tired of that. Let me see here. All right, y'all. We are going to actually be doing the reviews, and we're going to be doing that. Yes, people, we have to do an ad right now. That's what happens when you talk a lot of shit and you run your mouth. So let's go ahead and do one more break before we get into the reviews, and we'll get into that right after this. Yeah, boy, this thing is working like a charm over here. I mean, like the first day, these ads went smooth, and the second night, it was like, what's happening?
What did change between the first night and the second night?
Them.
Oh,
yeah, I don't think it was just working.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. It was just wasn't working. That was it. But yeah, man. Yeah, we got a lot of people watching tonight too. Thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to talk about the movies that we're getting into. Especially since one of them I can't wait to talk about these people in there, man, acting a fool.
Yeah, right when I was at the point of going like, oh, this is why I hate watching movies in the theater with other people. It's like, but sometimes you get a second show.
Oh no, I still hate it. I mean, I don't. Since it's happening, I'll deal with it. But I don't. If I don't have to deal with it, I won't. All right, getting ready to come back right now. 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back, y'all. And as I said, we're about to go ahead and get into these reviews right here. Got a lot of them to do, so let's go ahead and get into it. I don't know if I'm missing anything, and I got some good emails from people tonight. I see some emails came in. We'll do those in a little while, but let's go ahead and get into our first film tonight.
All right.
Martin, they say, you know what? Everybody talk about World War II, Hitler, he put on a good show.
Right.
Everybody.
Everybody's on riding the jock of World War II.
Yeah, everybody used to talk about Hitler's concerts and everything. He put on a show. I ain't gonna say whether it's good or not, but he put on a show. That man, he knew how to leave an impression.
It was a spectacle.
He left an impression, put on a spectacle, as you said. But a lot of people say, man, you know what? Yeah, genocide was happening, and a lot of people died. But when you think about it, war is really horrible when you just don't have the technology to make it less miserable.
Yes. That lack of technology kind of ruins everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about it. Our grandfathers and great-grandfathers had to do World War II in the trenches and in the cold and shit. Today, motherfuckers are practically playing video games. Pew, pew. People flying drones over. Doing shit we do for fun.
Yeah.
Flying drones over, bombing people from remote places. Things like it's easier than ever, man. Yeah. As long as you're not a target, it's a little bit easier. That's why people say that World War I and things like the Civil War and things like that, but particularly World War I, that was a horrible war, man.
Oh yeah.
That was something where the death was more grisly. The conditions more grueling because you had less technology to deal with. Bullets hurt more.
If you got a splinter in your hand, they just cut it off with a saw.
Yeah, with a saw. And you just can't cut the finger off? No. The whole hand got to go.
Can you put me out first? Man, we ain't got time for that.
No.
Just bite on this.
Yeah, Yeah, man.
Bite on the other arm that we already cut off.
I mean, at least during like the Civil War, they gave you whiskey or something.
Yeah,
Here they
that's
said,
it.
here, bite on this rock. Yeah. It was horrible, horrible time, that World War I. And there was death everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That was the thing about it. I mean, we got drone warfare today, but pilots had eyesight like a motherfucker. Man, they could spot somebody from 20 miles away and just eviscerate them in a hell of bullet fire. Landmines everywhere. Bombs being dropped all over the place. People hiding in ditches and trenches waiting to blow you away. So, it's kind of messed up when they approach two people, not even 25 yet, and they say, hey, you know what? We got this letter right here. Run this shit across the street. What? It ain't that much.
Hey, come here, Slick.
Yeah.
Want to make yourself $5? Run this across the street.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. No, just right. Hey, it's a field, man. You can look at the flowers and shit on your way. It's a letter. No, plus you ain't got a choice. And that's what happens with two soldiers that we have right here. Two young soldiers. They are tasked with the heavy, but very important mission of going and telling a couple of platoons, maybe 3.
I think it was 4.
Was it 4? Damn, 4.
Yeah.
Shit, let's just go 5. a dozen platoons out there to tell them, hey, look, I know that you think you got the Germans on the run. I know that you think you're ready for the attack, but that shit is a trap. Call it off, or else everybody is going to die. Yeah. Now imagine saying, and can you do this in, 3 hours? Right. Can you be like Domino's Pizza and do this 30 minutes or less?
Yeah. The two of you run across what could be enemy territory. Yeah.
We don't know.
In a day.
Yeah. In a day. Hey.
And if you don't make it, 1,600 guys, including your brother, are going to die.
Exactly.
Gruesomely.
So y'all think you got this? I look the way these guys are like, what the fuck?
I love. I mean, this heavy mission, to where one guy's even like, man, fuck that, and it's like, yeah, but your brother's there too, so.
Yeah, they put the guilt trip on him. Yeah, man, fuck that. Oh, did I say your brother was over there? Oh, fuck. I don't even like that motherfucker. Gee, he used to beat my ass in here. Family. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for 1917, directed by the great Sam Mendes. Hey, great premise. It's a war film, huge spectacle, great director. It's got to be good, right? We'll let you know right after this.
Blake, pick a man, bring your kit.
I hoped today might be a good day. Hope is a dangerous thing.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
You motherfucker. That's why you pick me.
Yeah. So don't even think about not doing this.
Look at them both. He's like, you son of a bitch.
Sir. They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you fail, it will be a massacre.
Let's talk about this for a minute.
Why?
He'd be like, man, let's just run.
Look, I don't want to be like this, but it's not my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, I don't know that motherfucker, man. And then he pulled that shit in. Well, if you were my friend.
We've got orders to cross here. That is the German front line.
If we're not clever about this, no one will get to your brother.
I will.
There is only one way this ends. Last man standing.
I'm going back to see my father.
We need to keep moving! Come on!
I'm going there, no more to run.
He can't
possibly make it that way, man? You bloody insane?
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them. Good luck.
Fuck. Shit. Jesus. Touchdown! You know the NFL looking like, damn, I wish that motherfucker was playing for us. Everybody keeps talking about, when you read this and any kind of big war movie that comes out, everybody keeps talking about the horrors of war. You know, that's pretty much a quote right now, you know, or that's pretty much even a phrase. Oh, the horrors of war. And this is, you know, war depicted in this movie. It is horrible, you know, but the way people are going on, if you read about this movie in reviews or anywhere else, you know, they're going to make you think that you're about to watch a movie that's filled with violence, death, dying in an oppressive and a depressing environment. And it is. And it's fucking entertaining, man.
I thought you were going to say, and it's not. 'Cause I was like, I don't know what movie you saw.
No, man. Let me just say this right now. I usually save my wrap up. I'm not even doing a big wrap up here, but I'm just gonna give you my quick impression of the movie right now, because y'all are looking at this and y'all are thinking, man, I don't want to go watch this old British shit, this old period piece. You know, where's Hitler? You know, unless I see a Nazi with a badass leather coat on or something. You know,
now Wonder Woman made World War I cool again.
And there you go. Where's the superheroes at? You know, where's Captain America? Where's Wonder Woman? You know, where's the Red Skull? Or Eddie? I don't want to watch this shit. There's a reason why you don't hear about World War I in movies. The shit looks boring. Let me tell you right now, whatever you're thinking that might even be remotely negative about this movie, you drop that right now. Stop it. Drop it right now and see this. And see this on the best possible screen with the best sound system that you can. This movie is amazing. I was completely blown away watching this movie the entire time. And listen, you know, if war films are not your thing, you don't like seeing dead bodies, blood and guts, graphic violence, I understand. Frozen 2 is right next door. Go watch that shit. That's fine. But if, you know, and I don't want to sound insensitive or desensitized to war movies, you know. And like I said, you know, it was a horrible thing, but you know, I have to say that as far as the horrors of war, I've probably seen more horrible things in Call of Duty, the video game. You know, because if you're looking at this, and especially if you're going in and you're thinking that you're going to see the level of violence or gore that you would see in a horror movie, I've seen that in other movies, done much worse. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Boy, I remember.
Yeah. Saving Private Ryan. I mean, it's a landmark movie because it was the first one to really show the gore of war.
Yeah.
And it reveled in it.
Oh, yeah. No, that shit was a horror movie. I remember I knew absolutely nothing about Saving Private Ryan. This is one of the first times I started going to morning screenings. And they showed that they knew it was an Oscar contender, so they showed it way early.
Yeah, I think I missed it then. I had to see it in the theater.
No, you missed it because they even had to bring it in on an armored truck. We had to wait for a little while because it was a movie that they knew was going to win an Oscar. And they brought it in under a lot of guards and whatnot. And so we had to wait a little bit. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, so I had time to think while I was sitting down like, well, Spielberg's name is on this, and you know, this is going to be like a nice, sweet-natured Spielberg drama. Listen to that music.
Mr. Rogers.
Tom Hanks, America's Treasures, and oh boy, this is gonna be so sweet.
heroic.
Then heroic, and this is gonna be so nice. It's gonna have some nice big moral message at the end. Everybody's gonna be holding hands, and man, 15 minutes in, I was ducking this shit. That freaked me the fuck out. I said, "This is Spielberg."
Yeah,
you should have said Wes Craven directing this, because you remember when at the beginning of the movie, like they show people with their faces blown out and people just getting their jaws shot off.
Constantly, the second you thought you got to know somebody, a random bullet would take them out. It shoot them in the head.
Yeah. I mean, it opened up with hardly any music, and these guys were throwing up. You know, this is when they were about to storm Normandy, and I was like, okay, this is not the Spielberg I'm used to seeing right here. Where's Spielberg at? This is. I don't want to do this no more.
Can I go home?
But the reason why I say this, you see a lot of. You do see a lot of. There's a little bit of gore. There's dead bodies everywhere of all types.
Oh yeah, no, that was more of it. Just the death all around, the dead bodies, and really having to wait in it. And there's something that happens early on with one of the characters in a dead body that just it made me squirm, and it took me to the rest of the day to get over it. And that's early in the film.
Yeah, it's early in the movie, man.
And
so that's
it's
why
not even gory, but it's just one. It's just so visceral. It's like oh man, you can hear the whole audience.
They just said,
yeah,
you nasty.
It's just one of those, man. That's the last thing you wanted to have happen right at that. I wish I could say what it was. It was just so Jesus.
It was just like, y'all are having a really bad day.
And it just started.
Wow. God hates you. He picked you for this shit, and it just keeps getting worse. You know, just y'all. The best thing that can happen to y'all right now is y'all can get shot.
Right.
Y'all don't have to deal with this anymore, man. But this is not as gory as Saving Private Ryan or other movies.
It's not.
Hamburger Hill, Platoon. It's not. And I think the reason why is because this movie, to me, it might be, people might read it a different way, and I like to hear what you even consider this movie to be. But for me, one of the reasons why I enjoyed it so much as a war film is because it still feels more like an adventure.
That's what I was going to say. That this is a war adventure.
Yeah, it's a man on a mission movie, going from point A to point B. In fact, there's a moment where I expected to see hobbits walking besides him, because they just walking. You know, some Lord of the Rings mission type shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, at the beginning of the movie, they're telling these two young soldiers, man, and you really fear for them too. They're telling these two young soldiers here. And I'll tell you the names in a little bit. I forgot at the moment, but these two young soldiers, they tell them, they say, listen, it's a real simple mission. Just take this letter and just run it across the field. Mailman do this every day. And I'm like, bitch, they ain't getting shot at.
Yeah.
They're not getting bombed at.
They don't soft soap it. They you see a look on Colin's face, just like, listen, boys, this is serious. You got to do this. And every other soldier's like, you going where? Over there? Shit, good luck.
I like the way he picked it, too, because he's like, you know what? Y'all don't do nothing all goddamn day but lay on your ass.
It didn't seem like
that. I'm kind of hoping y'all die on the way. He's like, y'all don't do a goddamn thing, man. Out here in the lilies in the field, sleeping. And I like the way they sent him, too. They said, look, you got directions. Here's a can of beans and some cheese. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave them very little to work with. And that alone makes it.
It's like nobody wanted to help them. They was almost like the other soldiers were like, well, you ain't coming back, so.
They sure did. One soldier took his precious whiskey and just gave them the Hail Mary. He blessed them. I'm like, fuck, I usually don't waste my whiskey, but fuck, y'all gonna need this. It's when I say it's not gory, I don't mean to say that it's not intense.
It's nothing but intense.
It's extremely intense.
I think once they started walking,
yeah,
it was an hour before I took a breath. I was on the edge of my seat holding my breath all through it. They had one moment to take a breather, and then shit was back on again.
Yeah, no, they're just walking in some parts, and and really they're just walking through trenches sometimes, and at that moment Nothing has really happened yet. I mean, I feel tense because I know the situation they're about to get into. But I'm thinking, man, we just walking. Why am I so nervous right now? And it didn't take long for me to realize, like, wait a minute. We ain't cut to another shot yet. We ain't had one reaction shot.
Yeah, no, it's the full continuous shot throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, and when you do
doing
that,
it like that, yeah, it keeps you on edge.
Well, it keeps you on edge, but it puts you right there with them. Like everything is in real time. So you're walking into this mission having time to think, like, man, I'm gonna die. You know,
you guys have to really think about it.
It puts you in the mindset of what they're doing, and it's amazing to listen to how they do the camera work here. I mean, you know, this is nothing new, but this is a little different for what they do in this movie. Now, I will explain why.
Sometimes you have a camera being carried by an operator, hooked onto a wire. The wire carries it across more land, and it's unhooked again. That operator runs with it, then steps onto a small Jeep, which carries him another 400 yards, and he steps off it again and goes around a corner.
You know, this is like one of those movies where the Steadicam guy, by the end of the movie, he's just right. Shit, I can't hold this shit no more. Get it. Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing thing to see what they do with this. Now, it's not one continuous shot, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But also, I know that this is nothing original. I mean, we've seen this now be done in a lot of films, even films that we don't even hear about. There are movies now that do it. You know, one of the most popular, Birdman, because Birdman won an Oscar, man, you know, and that was the big selling point about how this was just one incredible shot. You know, before Birdman, people always talked about the one that they think, and I'm not sure if this is the one that originated it, but it was one of Hitchcock's big experimental films.
Oh, right.
Rope.
Oh, Rope, okay.
Man, that's dramatic as fuck. Rope! Bookcase.
Yeah, he did not like those books.
Fuck these books. That was Edward G. Robinson. That was not.
Yeah, that's not Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, fuck these books. That was, you know what? That was Jimmy Stewart as Edward G. Robinson. Those was paddles. Yeah, see. But you know, they've been doing this with a lot of movies, man. You know, in different genres. You have mysteries, you have dramas. I remember I saw an art house movie, Russian Ark. You ever see that movie?
No.
Russian Ark is nothing but something where it's pretty much a one-shot moving art piece.
Oh, okay.
There's no real story to it. I think there's some Russian history or something thrown in there, but it's really just showing off the great cinematography, artistic set pieces, and it's all just them going from one room to another in one continuous shot. I think with that, though, I think they didn't, I'm not sure, maybe, I don't think they cheated. I think they actually did it in one shot, because everybody cheats by, look, if you're watching a movie where they say this is one continuous shot, we didn't cut, wait for them to go around a dark corner.
Right.
Cut. Yeah,
course,
you know.
Of course.
So that's why I say this is not really one shot.
They don't. Yeah, like I said, that's why I said it was a faux continuous shot.
Yeah, it's
because they cheated some here and there, but the movie is not even really about that.
No, and I'm not even putting it down for that.
Right? No, I know you aren't. It's just for anybody who's like, man, they didn't do that. It's like that's not really the point. It's used for the effect of putting you right there on this mission with these boys, so you don't get to have the luxury of backseat driving or Monday morning quarterback and going like, well, what they should do is this. When I was there, I was thinking, and it's like, no, you're there. So what you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do now that you got pressure on you?
Not a goddamn thing. Because I was sitting up there crying.
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do this.
Because it's the illusion of one shot, and that's it's not meant to actually be one shot. But you got to understand that even with this just being just a series of shots, kind of being strung together to give the illusion of one shot, the length of those of those certain shots where they don't cut is incredible.
It is incredible.
It's amazing what they do, because they go a long time without cutting, man. They even say that this is a tough movie to make because everybody, from the actor to the cinematographer to everybody on set, they got one chance to get certain things right. And if it doesn't work, they have to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, they have to learn how to improvise, go with it, hope they can cut around it. It's a very hard condition to shoot in.
And as far as hard condition, just what everybody, the crew and the actors had to go through wading in all this mud and muck. I didn't envy anybody.
Everybody got tetanus shot after this.
Yeah.
Everybody was just covered in shit after this, man. This is probably a tough shoot. I mean, it is. Not even probably. The thing about doing a film like this, because this is a war film. I don't think I've seen any war films where they've done it in one shot.
No.
And and to give the illusion of one shot, what they have to do is they can't start scenes. They can't cut and go to a next scene and set another scene up like they do in a regular movie. What they have to do here is, there are moments here where they have to introduce things creatively. They have to, and it does make the movie even more creative when they have to do that. Because with them, the great thing about them having to be creative with these scenes that they go into, it adds even more to the intensity. Every time they go into a scene or a new area, you have the same sense of uncertainty that they do.
Yeah.
I remember there was one scene, just a shadowy figure just walked out of nowhere, just walking towards the
I
screen. And I was looking like, okay, do I shoot this motherfucker before he shoots me?
Right, because you're like, okay, he's in the shadow. He's not running at me. Is he one of my guys?
Yeah. Do I shoot him or do I wait to be shot? Do I say, hey, hello? I don't, and it made me do what I hate seeing other people do in the movie theater. That is talk to the screen. And Martin, I'm not bullshitting you. Now she laughing, but I'm not bullshitting. I'm so glad that now if you saw me in the movie, there was nobody sitting next to me. And I'm so glad they weren't, because I was actually tapping air and saying, let's go. I was trying to talk to the character on the screen. Let's get out, let's go. And I'm not even lying. This was like I felt myself doing things, like trying to help. Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's incredible, man. What they do here. Speaking of disruption, man, I got to break to tell people this thing right here.
Oh, you gonna do it now?
Well, you know what? We'll do it after the. We'll do it after the. We'll do it after the review.
Yeah.
But what we do have to do is we're gonna take a quick break right here. We'll have that story for you, and then we'll get into more about this technique that they use here in the film and why. Because I hear some people already saying this, and why this is not a gimmick.
Not.
It is not. Why this is something that actually truly means something for this film. And we'll do that right after this. All right. Oh, boy, I didn't think we had anything going yet. Oh, let me see here. Oh, shit.
Do we cut too soon?
No. Man, I'm getting used to this screen right here. Like, I just turned into pixels all of a sudden.
Oh.
I was like, no.
You're breaking down like Wreck-It Ralph. You're starting to derail.
Yeah. Martin, help me. Martin, don't let me. Scared the shit out of me, man. I was like, please don't start messing up, man. We were doing so well. Chad, I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you're enjoying everything right here. We're happy to have you here. People are already talking about it. I'm going to see this. You make it sound great. Seriously, y'all, I'm telling you, the movie is amazing. The movie's amazing. I can't wait to elaborate on how I feel about this film, but it's rare that I've seen a movie like this where I've loved every minute second of what I was seeing, man. Every fucking second of this thing I was adoring, man. All right, 2, 1. All right, welcome back, everybody. And we're going to resume our review of 1917. Now, we've been telling you how much we really love this movie. We've been telling you about the technique of giving the illusion of one shot. And as I said, this is something that's really easy to come in if you haven't seen the movie. And I wouldn't blame you, man. But it's really something that you can easily dismiss as a gimmick.
I see it as not a gimmick because, one, the movie would work even without them doing that.
Yeah.
But it enhances it, having them do it. And they don't really call attention to it.
No, it's not that.
It's something that you just sort of notice.
It's not the big selling point.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything when the trailers came out. It wasn't like the incredible one-shot achievement of Sam Mendes. They didn't tell you any of that. They left that for you to discover in the film. So I'm sure some people were at home and they woke up in the middle of the night like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That was one shot. Boy, if you don't get your ass back to bed. Sorry. But this is done by someone who's used to working with Sam Mendes. Of course, Sam Mendes is the guy that did Skyfall, something they mentioned in the trailer. Sam Mendes, I'm sorry, Roger Deakins.
Roger Deakins,
Deakins is the guy that worked with Sam Mendes on here. And, listen, y'all, just to give you an idea of what they had to work with in this movie here, I can barely start this show on time. And all I got to do is just drive here. And by the way, when I'm driving here, I ain't got no explosions, no special effects out there, no practical effects blowing up around me, anything like that. I don't have to worry about the weather, whether it's perfect conditions or not. This movie here, man, they had to actually make sure everything was coordinated from the crew right down. Think about this, the crew to special effects.
Oh, yeah.
The practical explosions that they had to work with, a sea of extras running across the field. All of that had to be coordinated, and they all had to make that work together. Now, keep in mind that those are things that they actually can't control. Clouds, you can't control.
That's true.
The sun, you can't tell the sun, can you just hold on while I get this shot real quick? They couldn't do that, and they even say that we just couldn't shoot on certain days. We had to just rehearse because if we were shooting on days where it was cloudy and then the sun came out, there would be no consistency.
No location ever repeats, so you're constantly moving through landscapes.
Being such an exterior movie, we're very dependent on the light and the weather. And we kind of realized, well, for a start, you can't really light it.
Action.
Because, if you were running down a trench and turning around 360 degrees, there's nowhere to put a light anywhere. And because we were shooting in story order, we have to shoot in cloud to get the continuity from scene to scene.
They had to shoot in order, too. They didn't have the luxury of shooting certain scenes when conditions would work for them.
Yeah.
And then editing it all back together, They had to shoot in order. So, yeah, man, it's that I say all of this because the movie could kind of get by on technical achievement alone. If they chose to just kind of show you a film where you're following two guys, they didn't really have to have that much of a story, but they do.
They do. And I forgot which one of the Toasties did they cut that bitch off.
It was Alec Miracle.
No, it wasn't Alec Miracle.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it was Chris Ayers maybe, or it wasn't Alec Miracle.
Was it not Alec Miracle? Are you sure? Because
yeah.
Alec Miracle is the one that said, "I give this a low better than sex."
Oh shit! It was Alec Miracle. I was thinking about something else.
I know Martin looking at me like, "You dumb motherfucker." No, it wasn't.
Never mind.
You see my way you looking at me?
No, it wasn't Alec Miracle. goddammit!
I was like, "Oh, all right."
You're not gonna gaslight me. I know what I'm talking about. But but when he compared it to Dunkirk, except that here you have characters you care about, I was like, yeah, that's right on the money.
Yeah, you know what? He was right, man. And I like Dunkirk.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It's a great technical achievement. It's beautiful. All the practical stuff. Nothing against it, except for the fact that all these people in it. It was such an ensemble. I was like, I'm not really emotionally attached to anyone.
Yeah, and a lot of people said that. Now I enjoyed it because I got that this was something where they kind of wanted you to have a detachment to some of this in a way.
Right.
This, and I don't like to really compare the two. They're just different. But for those who were saying that Dunkirk didn't give you that emotional attachment.
Damn.
The call went out. We have to go to Dunkirk. Ready on the stern line.
What are you doing? You know where we're going.
Into war, George.
And when they go into war, what they want to do was they just kind of wanted you to sit back and just be an observer of war. And that was the point. And I get that, man. But this is the opposite of that. This is something where they want to actually make you feel exactly what these soldiers are feeling. They want you to be on this journey with them so that you can actually be in their mindset as they're going. Okay, so you know what, man? Yeah, you were wrong, man. Alec Miracle, he did do 1917. Chris Ayers did Knives Out. Yeah, man. You were completely wrong.
Okay.
Chad said you right.
I thought so.
Damn, my two most unfavorite words in the world. You right. But I made you think about it.
You did, because we had two close together. But I was like, I talk to Alec Miracle all the time. I don't remember him being the one who did that.
All right. You won this time, Martin. But next time I shall beat you. I was like, I knew it. This dumb motherfucker. He's making me dumb.
Well, it's your show. All right. If you say it's him, I guess it's him.
Okay. Oh, I say it's him, man. That was Alec Miracle. Good old Alec Miracle, man. I agree with what he said. Exactly. Knives Out is awesome. And when you actually are with these guys, and that's the scene I was talking about right there, man, where the guy walks out the shadows right there.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know what you meant.
He walked out the fire like that Terminator in T2.
Yeah.
But watching this with Dunkirk, you're more of a spectator. Violence and war is more of a spectator sport right there. This death takes on a whole new meaning here.
Yeah.
You feel every death that happens around you because you have to experience it like
and
these
everything
guys.
Is so unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know death and dangers around every corner.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. But maybe I'm going to catch a break. And sometimes you catch a little break, but not much of one.
But not for long. Not at all. One of the things that you have to know about the movie also going into it is that, and let me pull up this picture right here. Let's see if I can find this. A lot of you expecting to go in here because they got to push names that everybody recognizes. They got to push names that everybody knows. And so, if you go in here expecting to see the further adventures of Rob Stark, or are you a big Richard Madden fan, then you're gonna be highly disappointed because I'm not want to spoil anything, but he's hardly in the movie.
Yeah, he has a very small part.
Very small part.
Yeah, all the big name actors have very small parts.
Yeah,
almost cameos.
Mm-hmm. No, if you were not the two,
I mean, they are cameos, really.
Yeah. No, if you are,
they're just important characters, but they're cameo appearances.
If you in the movie, if you were not the two main characters here, if you're not these two guys, George McKay, he's the one on the left, and Dean Charles Chapman, he's the guy on the right. Those are the two corporals that are on this mission here. If you're not them, you're a walk on. Mm-hmm. Like you said, you're a cameo. And that's a shame too, because they are the ones that have to really carry this movie. And it's a tough movie to carry. They have to do all of the hard work. They're the ones where the responsibility lays the most on them to get that take right, that rare, one take right, with shit blowing up around them.
Yeah, crawling through the mud.
And
the dead bodies.
Tripping on rocks and trying to crawl through barbed wire, it's something that they really should be getting more attention for this movie, man. We always talk about how actors might have it easy and whatnot. They do. Once the shoot is done, but this was a hard shoot, I can tell, man.
Yeah, and it's not one where you go, they subbed in stuntman.
Yeah.
Do I get a stuntman for this?
Yeah.
Well, you're not big enough.
Yeah.
you got to do this one.
Yeah, they didn't CG them or anything like that. And like I said, this is where they were always crawling through mud or water. Even on days where they couldn't shoot, they got to rehearse. Rehearse what? Crawling your ass through some mud, crawling through water, crawling through dirt. It's a movie where it's doing everything that I want a movie to do. This is brilliant filmmaking.
It's that if you think you're sick of war movies, see this one.
Yeah. I can understand if people watch this and they go into it and they say the adventurous aspect of it throws them off a little bit. You might want a serious war film. And when I say that this is an adventure film, there are action parts in here where it feels a little bit like Indiana Jones.
A little bit like Castle Wolfenstein. I mean, because I saw one negative review where the guy compared it to a video game. And I was like, I got that feel only because it is an adventure with danger around every corner, and it constantly moves. But I would even if I said that, I would not be saying it in a negative way.
No. I mean, like I said, there are parts where they have to They do have to do video game jumps over a chasm, like they
gotta be stealthy.
Yeah, you gotta creep. You gotta be stealthy. There are big set pieces there that are meant to be very entertaining. I can see people saying, "Oh, those are amusement park rides and all that kind of stuff." But I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
It's what you do with it. Like some of the night scenes are gorgeous.
I think there's a lot of people who think that it's obligatory for a movie to be just completely oppressive.
And it's not.
And it's not for you to walk completely out feeling depressed.
No.
No.
It's not depressing at all. It's harrowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's tense all the way through, but not depressing.
No, not at all. And I tell you, like I say, this does everything I want somebody to do in filmmaking. I want it to be great on the technical side, and I want to see some amazing things. But I don't want you to treat that like that's your main thing right there when you have no story, and the story is here. Paid attention to all aspects, the whole process of filmmaking, from amazing cinematography, camera movements, camera techniques, to a great script and characters that I thought they handled well to some very, very emotional moments. Like I said, every death in here is felt. Mm-hmm. As far as the deaths that we see nearby. Yeah, man. This might be. I need to sit back and think about it. But like I said, I loved every second of what I was watching. The whole time I was like, wow. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing. I'm trying to talk shit. I'm trying to find something. I was like, I can't. The thing that I said about people finding this maybe a little bit too entertaining, that's my biggest complaint. Wow, yeah, how about that, man? Too entertaining.
You did your job too well. Yeah. I gotta mark you off for that.
Nah, for me, this is a better than sex, man. I love this film.
Yeah, better than sex, huh? I do have one complaint about this movie.
Okay.
Before seeing this movie, I just about had my top 10 movies figured out, and then this came in and just broke the whole system.
Damn you!
Now I gotta squeeze it because it's in the top 5. It could be even in the top 3.
Yeah.
It delivered. I thought, wow, I have no complaints. This movie's a super high full price. I probably give it better than sex if it made me cry, and fuck if at the end I didn't tear up on it. Yeah, it's better than sex.
Yeah. Yes, people. Sex is not as good as this.
You can have sex anytime.
Yes.
Is a once in a lifetime experience.
Exactly. That is my suggestion to you. Before you're about to fuck your wife or husband, stop. Go see this movie.
Could I be seeing 1917 instead?
Do not do this. Do not have sex until you see this movie. And then go back, finish the job, and then tell your wife, you know what, you were not as good as that movie.
You got to step up your game. I'm going to go see the movie again. I'll take you with me so you can see what it's
have sex in the theater while watching this. Do whatever you got to do, but it's not as good as this. This is a wonderful film, man.
One of the best of the year.
Yeah, I think this is another one where I said, can I go see this again?
I'm thinking that myself.
I love this. I want to see this again. I'm thinking about going to see it on IMAX.
Yeah.
Chad, how y'all feeling about this? Now, what I'd like to know is, some of you can answer this if you like. I don't know if you will or not, but, a lot of people I have not heard talking about this. I haven't heard a big marketing push for this. I know they put out trailers a long time ago.
Well, like I said, it's coming out in limited release on Christmas Day and not even wide release until January.
Look at the chat. Party like it was 1917. And they did.
They did.
Firecrackers everywhere. Chad, a lot of people.
Right. With the late release, like we want to go see it again. We can't.
No,
we gotta wait.
We got to wait till like January or something. Yeah. So are you people excited for it? Did we change your mind if you weren't looking forward to it before? I'm telling y'all, man, this is amazing. This is really good. This is great. Somebody said I'm hyped. Tiberius Monk. Yeah, we got people excited about this. I don't think you guys will be disappointed at all, man. Darkness, motherfucker. Can you dig it? Somebody says, sure, I am hard right now. Stay that way. Action-packed, Pee-wee. Is it 3 hours long?
No.
Let me say that's yes.
Oh my God! A end of the year November movie that's on the best of list. That's not over 2 hours. Could not believe it.
And
I was strapped in, ready for 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I looked up. I was like, It's only been 2 hours.
It's slightly under 2 hours, man.
Yeah, just a little bit under.
And with the way we have been having to watch these 3-hour movies, 3.5-hour movies, thank you for giving me that 1 minute. I need every minute I can take.
Right.
Another reason why the movie is better than sex. It gives me my time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It did not wear out its welcome.
No, every movie out there feels like you got to be fucking 3 hours long to get an award. You ain't that goddamn good. I'd even tell Martin Scorsese that this shit ain't 3.5 hours good.
Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah, man. I hope you guys are hyped to see this, man. Somebody said, thank God. Yeah, thank God it ain't that, man. No. It's not. It's not. You will get your time back. But every second you spend in that movie, if you're like us, it's not going to be a minute wasted, man, or a second wasted. You're going to love this.
That's what was killing me when people were getting up and running to the bathroom. But I was like, okay, all these people have been drinking beer.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would go see a war movie and drink beer. Because you know you're going to have to get up.
Yeah, I want to tell some people, sit your ass down.
Speaking of which.
Movie. Oh, yeah. Tell you what. We told you guys that we had a story for you. We told you guys that we had something to talk about with this particular screening that we went to. Stay tuned, sit back, and we'll talk about that. Leave them on a cliffhanger, Martin. We'll talk about that right after this. Man, y'all just don't know. I can't wait to tell y'all about this. This thing with these fools in this theater, man.
I know. It makes you want to go see movies that you've already seen before just to see what the crowd is going to do.
These folks are here, boy. This is one of the few. It don't always happen, but I'm thankful for when it's entertaining.
Yeah. Most time it's not. Most time it's just stupid or annoying.
Oh, Alex says, I love these kind of stories. I can't wait to hear what y'all think about this too. Or I can't wait to hear what side you're on with this, because I heard it, saw it, and I thought, this could have been easily avoided for one particular reason. I mean, for actually a couple, but
yeah. I saw a lot of ways it could have been avoided.
Yeah. I talking to Beards, I'm talking about strap in. You're getting ready to go. Yeah, people. Yeah, this is gonna be good. 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all, you ready? Got a little story. Here's a little story I got to tell about stupid motherfuckers who don't act so well. Man, so we go see this movie here. This beautiful film. 1917. Mark, you were sitting right close to it. Now, let me tell you what I saw. You can elaborate on it if I'm missing anything, which I'm sure I am, since you were right by it. Like, you have front row seats to this, man. I'm seeing this guy get up. He's in the middle of a row, and I guess I can kind of see what he's thinking. It's packed on the left side, packed on the right, and he's right in the middle. And he's got to go take a piss or shit or something or whatever. So he gets up and climbs over a seat and goes across this and I guess he steps on the seat next to this woman. And I hear this woman in there. She's like, "Do you not have any decency?" That's the first thing that made me laugh, man. She said, "What is wrong with you? Do you not have any decency?" And the guy like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go." And he gets up and he leaves. And I can tell by the dude's body language that he's crazy.
I'm thinking he's drunk. He's wearing a trucker cap, which could have said MAGA on it for all I knew.
He had a mullet.
But he was an older white dude wearing a trucker cap, and I was like, he's either drunk or clumsy.
The motherfucker was off.
And plus, a lot of people in that theater decided to drink beer, so they were having to get up a lot to go to the bathroom.
I saw him outside, and he's off.
What is he?
Beer ain't the problem. His brain.
Because his reaction to her made me think, okay, there's something else going on.
What do you say? Shut up, you dumb bitch.
No, he didn't at all.
No, you know what?
He was polite in his rudeness. Because just climbing over somebody to get out.
Well, did he climb over her? Or did he climb over the seat next to her? Because I see what he's thinking. He's like, yes. I can either climb over this seat right here, and I don't have to interrupt these people, because it was full on both sides.
Right.
Because I have done that before. I was like, I don't want to interrupt these people, so I just climbed over a seat that no one was sitting in.
But it wasn't empty.
Was it not? Because I was looking at her, because I saw him step, because I saw her grab him and everything. That seat that he stepped on, it was empty. It was. She didn't.
Okay. Near as I could tell, it wasn't empty. It looked like he was stepping on the armrest.
Oh no, he might have been stepping on armors, but nobody was on that seat.
Okay.
It wasn't like he stepped on her head or anything
But
like
he
that.
was kind of over her.
Yeah.
Because him coming over the first time to go and them arguing back and forth, her like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't want to disturb all these people. Well, you're stepping on me. Don't do that. Go back. Don't do this. And he's like, no. I'm gonna do this.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah,
I heard him. I
and
got
she's
it.
like, what the fuck? What are you doing? And he climbs over and goes on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, what's gonna happen when he comes
And
back?
that's what I was like, man, I'm gonna watch this movie, but I'm gonna keep one eye. One eye was on the movie. I was like, I'm gonna keep one eye on this motherfucker that comes in here. And I was
because her husband was sitting next to me.
And he didn't do a goddamn thing, did he?
He didn't do a goddamn thing. Because the funny thing is, I'd sat down and then that seat was empty, and I was just about to take my jacket off and put it there to hold it for you. And the two of them just bum rushed. They came in fast. He just slammed his butt down in the seat. I was like,
yeah, it was something like that.
yeah, it was like that. It was like that. Now you imagine you watching a movie, you're into it, and then some random person is suddenly climbing over your back to get down. And he's like, hey, go that way.
See,
and there's a lot of people who would just be like, you know what, this motherfucker's crazy. I ain't gonna say nothing.
That's what I was
But she's
thinking.
an older white lady, and they right now, they are not keeping their mouths
They ain't
shut
having
for
it.
nothing.
They
They
call-
ain't having it.
if I had been a black dude, she would've called cops.
Yeah. So then he goes out to do his bathroom run or whatever, and so he comes back, and it's like, okay, what's his move now? Will he respect that she don't like this and go ahead and go around, or is he gonna climb back over?
Oh, you knew the answer to that.
Well, but I part of me wondered, would he do it just because for him now it's a pissing contest? Because he's like, hey, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I ain't going to let her push me around. So he comes back to climb back over her. For her, she was like, are you serious? And he's like, what? No, I got. And she's like, no. And she just started trying to push him. While he's trying to balance, she was trying to push him down, which I was like, she's not thinking this through, because if he falls, he could fall badly.
Yeah, and
she'd be in big trouble.
That's what I was laughing about, because the moment I heard her say, "Have you no decency?"
Yeah, that's when she said it when he came back the second time.
And I was just kind of like, man, it ain't like he's shitting on the floor or something. He's just climbing over this shit. It's not like this is complete indecent. Just let him go. Because if you saw him, the dude, you could tell by his mannerisms. Because I got a friend. We have a friend, and I thought it was this guy.
Oh,
he was walking just like him, and he's looking, because his body language just looked mentally ill. And he climbed over this woman, and the way he was talking, I'm sorry, I got it, don't worry about it, I got it. She's like, I ain't worried about it, I'm pissed off. Fuck you. And I'm like, wait, she's like, what are you doing? I don't worry about it. And
I know, yeah, him don't worry about it.
And then he leaves, and then he comes back, and he looked around, he just kind of like, and he looked at like, well, what am I supposed to do? And that's when she tried to grab his ass. No, you don't. It was like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Oh, no, you don't.
Because he's trying to get from one foot to the other, and she's trying to push him down.
Yeah, she grabbed that. It was like a zombie attack. And I was like,
he persevered.
And he got over.
He pushed his way right on through. That's what have you no decency? And didn't she get up to go tell somebody?
Well, this is what I was. Okay, so this is what happened on my side. This woman gets up, and so she's mad now. She's gonna bother everybody else.
Yeah.
And this dude bothered her, so she's walking past my room like, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry, excuse me. And I guess she thought that the exit was up, so she got up and went up.
That's what happened.
And she went up there, and she just stayed for a little. I guess she got embarrassed because she stayed up there. And because what the fuck are you doing? I was like, are you gonna talk to somebody? But she just went up there and just stayed.
Yeah.
And then she came back down. I'm sorry. It's like, what were you doing? What was the point?
Okay, so
now this is you disturbing everybody.
Okay, yeah, I saw her go that way, and I was like, all right, either there's an exit over there, and since she just came and sat back down, I figured she probably talked to an usher or somebody, and they're like,
No.
I'm sorry, ma'am, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah. That would have been good. At least she would have talked to somebody. What she did was she drove into a dead end.
Yeah.
And just sat up there looking stupid and just said, oh, well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then when she sat back down, she was talking to her husband about it, and he's watching the movie. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now here's a funny thing about it.
But he wasn't about to do anything.
He wasn't gonna
protect her, honor her, or nothing.
Look at that. Have you no decency? She looked just like that woman too. Except a little older, but she looked like that.
much
Have you
older.
no decency? Oh, the madness. My God. And then, now you missed this part. You can ask Kirk about this. So homeboy didn't do shit to protect his wife. He just sat there.
He just sat
Didn't
there.
say a fucking thing.
Yeah.
He waited till the movie was over to my man who was climbing over the chairs was gone. And then he got out there and he sounded just like this. Went out there and talked to Kirk. And it's like, I just want to say one of your patrons was a complete ass climbing over the seats. And I'm just like, brother, this is done.
Yeah, it's
you should have
over.
done this shit when the movie was going. It's like, yeah, you did ain't shit you could do now. And because the dude, I saw him leave already. And I'm just like, my whole take on this is, listen, if you really, really look at this guy, you can tell the motherfucker's off. So, because I saw him outside, he was by himself. He's a little crazy.
Okay, so he wasn't with people.
He wasn't with people. He was by himself. Okay. I watched him. I was like,
I thought he came in with a group of people.
No, he was by himself. He went to his car. I watched him. He went to his car and rode into the night with his lonely self. And I just looked at it and I just said, you know something? If you just let the guy just climb over, it ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Just let him climb over. But she had to like sit up there and make it. She had to have decency. Stop it! Don't do that! What the fuck is wrong with it? Just let him go.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, I think what he's doing is wrong, especially she has expressed her displeasure at this.
Said Corey stalking people. Yeah, I was kind of watching. So I want to know this dude a little better. I want to know the backstory here. No, I like I said, the guy's a little off. I understood what he was trying to do. He was trying to do what he thought was the right thing. So I would have said, just you know what, this would be easily done.
Well, the thing is, sitting in a theater, somebody passing by you, you expect that. You know, people, if you're sitting in a theater and you're not, there's always a chance that somebody's going to get up and have to, excuse me. But you don't expect somebody to suddenly be climbing over you.
Yeah. Well, like I say, man, if you just let it go, and hey, look, I know I'm the wrong person to say that because there's been plenty of times. Shut the fuck up! Theater. I know.
Yeah, I miss that old Corey sometimes.
Yeah, me now. I either just laugh or just brush it off, man. Or you seen me before? I just get up and just move.
Yeah. I part of me wondered if she had done that, if she got up to just move to a different chair.
No, because she brought her little narrow ass back over there. Yeah, she didn't go anywhere. She went to a dead end and brought her ass right back. So hey, sometimes it really is the best policy to just shut the fuck up. Yeah. Even when somebody's climbing over you, just be quiet. Just let them do it. Because you notice it didn't stop him.
No,
it didn't stop him at all. You say he persevered? Oh, all right. Chad. Thank you for listening to our story. Yeah. At least he wasn't laughing and shit when he went off. I'm sorry, I have a problem. Again, movie theaters need to die. But you know what? Movie theaters don't need to die, but they need to suffer until they start getting shit like this straight. Because, I mean, this is why we don't go to movie theaters, man. Movies are always complaining about Netflix and people not going to them, and Marvel pushing other movies out and whatnot. It's like, how about you quit serving shitty food that's overpriced? You actually do something about people that are disrupting and being rude. How about hiring some people that can actually do their job?
Bouncers.
Yeah. Hire some 280-pound black dude.
Can you come with me, ma'am?
Yeah.
What? But he was just come with me, man.
Yeah. Hire somebody and just pick him up and just carry him out. Instead of hiring cheap 15-year-olds who won't do anything. Yeah. They more scared than you are.
Exactly.
I remember going and asking a dude, I said, hey, man, can you go ahead and tell this person to be quiet? How big are they? All right. You know what? Never mind, man.
That is a never mind.
I'll take care of it myself. Okay, thanks.
You want a hat?
No, I want to watch my fucking movie. I want you to do something about it. Oh, well. So be it. All right, y'all. We are going to take a break, and we'll be back with our next review of Dark Waters. Oh. Yeah, boy. I ain't gonna lie. When it happens, though, it's funny as hell. That just made me laugh. That is like an old white woman thing to say. Have you no decency? How dare you?
How dare you? Let me speak to your manager.
Yeah. And they were like an old 50s couple, too.
Yeah.
Tell him something, Claude Charles. Yeah, sit down.
He didn't say a goddamn
thing. No, he didn't
thing.
say nothing.
He act like he wasn't with her.
Sure, Agnes, watch the movie. Agnes, let him walk. Shut up, Agnes. Let him take a shit. Let him go.
Suck his dick already.
Abner, do something. A decency. What'd you say, suck his dick? What kind of man are you? All right, everybody. Here we go. Oh, welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Glad to have you. How dare you?
Well, I told him.
Yeah, he gonna wait to get outside and do something. I just want to let you know, one of your patrons, he tried to get got real proud. One of your patrons was a complete ass. And even Kirk was like, all right. I don't work here.
Yeah. Come back on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Kirk even looked, he said, sorry. Tell the manager. Yeah, they know I'm talking about these theaters, man. Somebody said 100%. Yeah, I mean, theaters need to get this shit together. A lot of this stuff could be avoided if they had procedures or a system in place to control these kind of things. That's all.
But isn't it sad that we just can't get people on board with, hey, respect everyone else and just shut up.
I gave up on the people a long time ago.
You're not in your living room.
People are never gonna act right. I was like telling people, stop killing people. Hey, stop robbing. Yeah, people gonna always be assholes. That's all. Hey, stop being racist. Oh, you know what? You're right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You're always dealing with this motherfucker from The Simpsons. Tired of this. Tired of it, I say. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our next movie right here. This is not going to be a long review.
Yeah, only you saw it.
Oh, you didn't see it yet? Okay. Well, then this will be shorter than I thought. Anybody ever heard of Robert? I think his name is Bilott or Bilo. If it's Bilott, are the two T's silent?
Ooh, usually not.
Okay, Bilott.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Robert Bilott. You ever heard of old Robert Bilott?
I have not.
How about you, man? You ever heard of Robert Bilott? Have y'all heard of Robert Bilott? Hell no, you ain't heard of Robert Bilott. Well, you should, but truthfully, I don't know him either, man. But glad I do, because this man is fighting for not the life of America, but the life of the world.
Oh.
There was y'all laugh. I ain't even saying nothing. What the fuck you laughing? I was like, man, I'm being serious. But once I'm being serious, like, man, this dude is seriously trying to help people. He crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, he's trying to save it from huge mega corporation out there.
Well, he is an Avenger.
No, I'm not talking about the Hulk. I'm talking about this dude right here.
That dude.
Yeah, no, Martin. No, the Hulk is not real, Martin.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I've seen him do stuff.
I'm pretty sure he's not. And the rest of the Avengers, they cannot do what this man. Of course, you're looking at Mark Ruffalo. He's just an actor. But this guy over here is trying to save the world from a huge mega corporation out there. A mega corporation that is actually, as I say, not poisoning the country, but the world. That's wild.
Come on, man. He's just enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's just enjoying people dying, catching cancer, being poisoned. Yeah, man. Comedy at its best, right? But I want you to go see this movie because I wanted you to be the only person in the theater. I have cancer. Right? So, this man is a lawyer, and he's trying to expose the evil deeds of DuPont.
Ooh.
DuPont has put out a certain chemical that they say is in 90% of the world's population. That means from bugs to people.
Yeah.
Probably. What is this chemical and what did they do? What DuPont? I thought you made things that just made my life easier.
No, that's GE.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we make your life very convenient. It ain't gonna be long. Once we're done with it, but it's very convenient. We're talking about Dark Waters. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, and I will elaborate more on this very grim, true story right after this.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain.
Hi, Grammars.
What are you doing here?
Your grandma tells me her grandson's some fancy environment lawyer down in Cincinnati.
What?
Yeah, wow.
Do you have cancer of the mouth? What? Damn. Shit. Did you walk just out of Sling Blade? What the fuck is going on?
Them lawyers.
I am a corporate defense attorney.
So?
I defend chemical companies.
Well, now you can defend me.
How many did you lose?
190.
190 cows.
You tell me nothing's wrong here.
It's a small matter for a family friend. Help a guy who needs it.
The farmer or you? That's chemicals, I'm telling you.
I'm seeing documents I don't understand. They're hiding something. That chemical. What if you drank it?
Drink it.
It's like saying, what if I swallowed a tire? What if whatever's killing those cows is in the drinking water?
Oh, yeah.
Is it meth in the drinking water?
Shit, dark water, dark teeth. and she was happy too. Like, goddamn, girl. Now you looked in the mirror and saw that shit. God damn. Yeah.
Like a piranha fish.
Yeah, you were right, Martin. Yeah, that's faces of meth at 11. Fuck.
At DuPont, better living through chemistry. It's our DNA.
You need to tell me what in the hell's going on.
DuPont is knowingly poisoning 70,000 local residents for the last 40 years. You knew, still you did nothing.
You want to flush your career down the toilet for some cowhand? You want to take everything that you know and turn it against an iconic American company, like an informant. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Yes. They have all the money, all the firepower, and they'll use it. I know. I was one of them. Our government is captive to DuPont. They're trying to force you to make me stop.
He was willing to risk his job, his family, for a stranger who needed his help.
The system is rigged. They want us to think it'll protect us. We protect.
Okay, I gotta say this.
Is this the Irishman?
Yeah, like mob movies and now this. If you have to hesitate before you start the engine thinking it's gonna blow up, don't start the fucking car.
Right.
That car ain't that important. Call it. That's why we have Uber and Lyft and all that kind of shit. Well, I guess it didn't have it back then.
Not
But
then.
you got feet, walk. You got cabs. I can't understand it when people think like, oh, this shit gonna blow up and they just take a gamble. And then every time they start, they go like, ooh.
Well, I suppose the mentality is, if they don't get me now, if they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me some other time.
You know, you gonna work for that death. I ain't gonna give it to you by starting my fucking car and blowing myself up.
No, that's when you go to the valet. It's like, hey, could you start my car for me? I left something in the States.
Hey, you get a homeless person. Hey, the car's all yours, man. Oh, didn't blow up shit.
Hey, come back here.
We do.
You know, man, let me.
Isn't it kind of odd that Mark Ruffalo was in Foxcatcher, where it was all about DuPont?
Yeah, and also, you know, in another movie that has the same structure as this. Yeah, I mean, but you know, the thing about Foxcatcher is that was dealt with one person who, you know, didn't. Yeah, he's a face of DuPont, but all the evil deeds of things that he did, that was him.
Right.
This is DuPont.
Right. The
right
corporation.
You know, this movie. Let me get the things that might not be as great in the film. Let me get those out the way right now, because the movie has some very noticeable problems when you're watching it, and you know, it's mainly small things that can be cut for pacing out of the movie, or you know, that things that don't add anything to the story. There are people in the movie that they give cameos to that actually had a part in the story in real life, and some of them you don't even notice. They just kind of pass on and whatnot, and they tell you after the movie who they are. Some like, oh, that's who that was. That's cool. And some they just stop the movie for, and it really doesn't lend anything to the film. That could be cut. Message
because the movie's over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a little bit over 2 hours, and that could be cut. You don't need to have that in there for a movie that's over 2 hours, and you can actually, the point is the message that it's trying to do.
Yeah.
We need any kind of little clever cameos like that. Yeah, it slows things down. There are a couple of scenes in here where people go off and they feel like movie speeches. This is something where this was written for a great piece of dialogue, maybe get an Oscar nod for it or something, but it doesn't feel natural. It stops the movie, and it's like, okay, this is your movie speech. Right? All right, I get it. That's cool. Cutting between characters at different times. So sometimes, it's not often, but feels a little clumsy. You kind of lose track of time sometimes. It's not really, there's scenes where they go between Mark Ruffalo as a lawyer that we just mentioned, and we cut between some things that are going on with the farmer, where all these chemicals are being dumped, and those aren't always smooth, but those are small things compared to the big message in this movie, man, and what this movie does well, which is scaring the shit out of you. The threat in this movie feels very real because it is real. What you see here, the whole thing that kicks this off. You had this farmer that came in to talk to Bill, and he comes in and he tells him that, and this is where it gets frightening. He's like, "Look, all my livelihood is about gone. All my cows have died, and it's not they just died; they went crazy." And they're dumping, and it's all because there's something going on in the water. I mean, look at this girl's teeth right here. There's something happening to this town. Of course, people don't want to do anything when they feel like they're being protected, or are these people just being bought out by the corporation. DuPont owns this town. Got the name of the town or where this is, but DuPont, everything is sponsored by DuPont. Little League sponsored, this field sponsored by DuPont, which probably has cancer underneath it. Yeah. And everybody either doesn't want to hear it, they can't prove it, or they're bought out and they're in denial and they don't want to do anything against Big Daddy DuPont. And when you look at what they do in this movie, man, I'm kind of joking, but not. This is some Resident Evil shit. DuPont is Umbrella, man.
Yeah.
Like when people start turning to zombies and shit, if we get biological creatures and all that shit out there, DuPont keep doing what they're doing. You will see this. DuPont, when the zombie apocalypse happens, and looking at this movie, it probably will after DuPont is done. It will be because of DuPont, because what they have done, and what the movie tells you, and what people, what people will probably just kind of brush off is that they have poisoned the world with this particular chemical, man. Think of this as something like Spotlight.
Yeah.
Where Spotlight was about journalists trying to expose Catholic rape of little boys. This is a lawyer trying to expose the rape of the environment.
Yeah.
And pretty much in the end, almost all life on this planet. It's fucking crazy what they did here, man, and what they continue to do. This was something that was started when they created a chemical. Like I said, that was meant to, and I'm looking for the name of it right here. That was meant to actually make people's lives easier. And this is a hard sell of a movie right here, because it's something I think you need to be seen, that needs to be seen, and you need to see it because it's an important thing that everybody needs to realize. I don't know what we can do about it, but it's an important thing that everybody needs to be exposed to and actually know what's happening more probably than anything else. I know we talk about politics and Trump and all that kind of stuff, but they are killing the world, and they are trying. And the scary thing about it is they are actually bullying people, telling them there ain't shit you can do about it. They want to let people know how strong they are. So I'm looking around right now. Should they in here? I'm scared. They show the farmers talking about what's going on, and there's helicopters flying around and shit like that. It's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, and it's a hard sell of a movie because it's not an enjoyable film. You can't enjoy something where they're telling you that the world is fucked.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to hear it, people. Believe me, I did not have a good experience sitting through this movie. And it's not because it's a bad movie, but it's because I just had to be told a ton of truths that I just didn't want to know.
Yeah.
But it was probably for the best that I did. You know, they show you frightening images, man. You know, besides this chick's teeth, they show you things that are straight out of a horror film. You know, they show animals being driven insane by this poison, sores all over their body. They show human deformities in babies. They show people just slowly dying from cancer, from this exposure. They show people rotting like that chick on the bike.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing is with a horror movie, you can walk away and detach yourself from it. You can't do that with this.
Yeah.
This is, you know, the scary, like I said, the scariest part is that DuPont is still fighting this to this day. This lawyer is he is still
fighting.
He is still fighting.
When does this story take place?
Man, this story takes place I believe starts in the late 70s and it's still being, or maybe the early 80s, and it's still being fought today.
Yeah.
You might have heard about this too, because the way this happened is that DuPont, they put this they put this in people's homes. And we, just like with a bunch of other stuff we're talking about technology now, they put this in people's homes where people willingly took it. They were able to sell this en masse to the world. You remember the Teflon pans out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to pull those because it had this chemical in there.
Don't get stuck. No. Or you'll be sorry now. Don't get stuck.
No. Unless you want to
Don't
develop...
get cancer. You'll be sorry now. A lot of people were, man. The chemical that they were using, and it's still out there. Got it right here. It was PFOA. PFOA, and I'm gonna mess this up. Perfluorooctanoic acid. PFOA. They say that has poisoned 90% of this world. You have it, I have it. So whatever triggers the zombie thing inside of us, that, like I said, like everybody think they're gonna be Rick and Michonne from The Walking Dead. No, you're gonna be once this is done. That's why this is this is probably one of the most depressing things I've seen. Even with Spotlight. Spotlight, you can say, hey, that happened there and that happened to them. We ain't getting away from this. You know, and as far as the movie goes, that's the Spotlight. Spotlight's a good movie too. But no, you know, as far as this movie goes, man, I mean, there are things in there. If it wasn't so depressing, it would be good. Todd Haynes directed this, and Todd Haynes has a way, again, of directing stuff that makes it seem like, it's pulled back, a little grounded, which is great for this because being grounded delivers the message even more. Now, it's not exactly film documentary style, but it's it's not a lot of orchestrations and flashes and going on with this. It's not too dramatic in some parts. Some parts they're just getting, they're just telling it like it is. What's so funny is to see these people. You heard that Mark Ruffalo's character works for the, he represents these companies.
Yeah.
And just to see how they have to deal every day. He has to go in every day and tell these people that, hey, I hate to bother you with this. I hate to tell you this. I don't want to do it. We've been friends a long time. We've known each other, but this doesn't seem right, and I got to get to the bottom of it. And representatives from DuPont, they will sit up there and they will say, yeah, I'll get that right to you. Hey, listen, it's no big deal. And you know what? And I'm glad to see that you're rising up in the firm. I see great things for you until that you hit that one thing that hits a little bit too close to home, and they get in his face in the middle of a dinner. You know what? Fuck you. There's a lot of scenes in there like that where they're very uncomfortable because these relationships that seem so, people having drinks, dinner, and being so cordial, they turn immediately, man, because no one wants that truth out there. That's even scarier, that people will be nice.
Yeah.
They'll sit up there and be nice to you just to get you to ignore this dangerous, dangerous thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great performances in here because of that. There's some other things in the movie that I look at that, again, I could complain about. Anne Hathaway, she's good, but, Anne Hathaway is, she's an Oscar winner, right?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway is, again, these kind of movies. I know it's based on real life. She has a nice role in it, don't get me wrong, but she is reduced to the crying, occasionally
wife.
Nagging wife, the one who's just kind of coming in and getting dinner ready. Telling him, are you sure you want to do this?
Right, right.
Yeah, it's nice, another thankless kind of role, for somebody that has a lot of accolades, but like I said, man, this movie does his job more effectively than a lot of things that I've seen. I was terrified walking out of here. This is the horror movie of 2019.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's not even that gory. It's not even, there's no supernatural shit going on or anything. But this is real.
Okay, I'd heard good to mediocre things about this, but you're selling it.
Well, like I said, man, it's not, again, those things that I told you at the beginning. Like if you take the truth out of this and the fear of the message, those things make it not a great film.
Okay.
It's a good film. It's something I think people should see. Now, are we talking about like top 10, like my top 10 best movies? Probably not. And I told you, there's no way in hell I'm going to say, you know what you should do on Friday night? Go watch Dark Waters, man. It's a movie that you just going to have to force people to watch, or you just hope that you tell people and they'll just watch it because it's not something you want to see. But I do think it's important to tell people about this. Hey, look, if you don't even watch this movie, just read up on this, man. The movie does the great thing of letting people know you need to follow up on this. This is important. It's an important film without being a great film.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a low full price just out of urgency.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
As far as the film goes, it would be a matinee. It was well made, but definitely had some problems in there.
Okay.
And some people say, you know what, I get this movie, fuck you, because I ain't watching this shit. I'm not nowhere. I'm going to watch some scary shit I know ain't real. Go back in my turtle shell after that. No goddamn way at all. All right.
So there's nothing we can do about this.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We can all start eating people and shit. We can wait to be turned to the living dead. Man, if you want to know of a real life umbrella corporation, it is DuPont at this point, man. It's scary. I'm expecting, fucking creatures to start attacking cities and shit because DuPont did that.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody creates a Godzilla, it's gonna be DuPont. Zombies and Godzilla, man. We're gonna
both of them.
Both of them. A zombie Godzilla. Yeah, it's scary, man. Scary, but I have to recommend it. I mean, it's required viewing if you really, really want to know what's going on in the world. Truth ain't easy, man. Scary as fuck sometimes, but hey, do what you gotta do.
Well, we'll be dead soon.
Yeah, I that's the one time I actually took that selfish way out of it. Like, I hope I just kind of die before this really takes effect. Let them have it. Let y'all have it.
Good luck, kids.
Yeah. And I like the way the millennials and Gen Z, like another fucking thing y'all done messed up. Hey, thanks, Boomer.
We didn't do this.
I didn't do it. Well, you didn't do anything to stop it, did you? Motherfucker just sat there and cooked eggs and fish. Act like nothing was happening. Sorry. That's why I hate that saying, okay, Boomer, just because I hate sayings. But I'll give y'all a pass on this one. That's not even okay, Boomer. It's like, goddamn, Boomer. What are y'all doing, man? Jesus. Just press the new button already. Damn. Oh!
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, that'll get your spirits up right there.
Is he here already?
Man, he is here, Martin, but
for a limited time.
But for a limited time only. Get your Daniel Craig while supplies last, because this is the last James Bond feature that we will have from the Daniel Craig era. Martin, like, thank God.
I swear, in every single movie, he's quitting.
Now, see, you jumped on me about this. I was mad at him because he was talking about, I'd rather slit my wrist than take another $7 million check to play James Bond. I was like, all right, here's a knife. Go right ahead.
No,
now, let's see.
I don't mean Daniel Craig. I mean, his James Bond has just tried to quit in every single movie.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? Hey, look. Not only is the money good, but it always has some perks. You fucking every day, different chick every week, every adventure, cool gadgets.
Because Daniel Craig, I totally get it. And I'm like, all right.
Look at these nice clothes, man. Hey, Martin, and you know what? I get to kill anybody without having to go to jail. Anyone.
But you don't, though. You get to pretend like you did. You could do that now.
Again, Martin, I'm talking about the character. I'm not talking about people. Why
are we missing this?
Why does reality blur with you when I talk about? Martin told me the other day, I said, I am offended that this man would say, I don't want, I'm tired of being a millionaire playing James Bond. And Martin told me, well, why don't you go and be James Bond? I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Okay, I'm gonna be Batman while I'm married.
But it's all just pretending to be somebody, so you could do that now.
Oh, but
just get yourself a nice suit and run around with a fake gun.
Martin, do I have to remind you? I'm not getting $7 million for that.
Well, I ain't say you get $7 million.
Yeah, you give me $7 million, I'll be blank man all day. Run down the street, my underwear with a cape on. Yay! But this James Bond right here, man. Listen, I get it. Daniel Craig said that he's done playing James Bond. Daniel Craig says, I want to play characters now with more Southern accents.
Yeah.
My presence will be ornamental. You will find me a respectful, quiet, passive observer of the truth.
And even then, I just see him as a drunk James Bond. Hey, bitch, what you doing tonight? I can kill anybody I want.
Nah, see here, young man. I do declare.
I'll save the world plenty of fucking times. I turn you on. Fuck away from me. I don't care who you are. You're a creep. Fuck you too, bitch.
Well, now he's Richard Pryor.
Yeah. No matter what you do, you're James Bond, man. But you know something? This era right here of James Bond with Daniel Craig that we have here, being close to being that we're bringing this close to the Daniel Craig era being done, which some say brought us this Daniel Craig right here, this James Bond right here. Some say brought us a different take on Bond. Some people say we were having the same thing over and over again until he kind of gave his own brutal approach to it. And so while he'd rather commit suicide than accept a $7 million check and play this character again, who's beloved by people all around the world, we'll be sad to see him go. Martin said, no, you keep forgetting I'm sitting here. But Martin, let me just say this to you. Departure, this worked out for both of us. I think departure could actually lead to something new, which will actually be cool for you and myself right here. And while we talk about this new trailer that's out for the upcoming, and they say, last in this series of James Bond films, I think it'd be cool to see and discuss. We'll talk about things within the trailer that we like, maybe don't like, but also talk about what this could lead to for future installments of James Bond. Let's go ahead and the impact that this could have on series to come. Let's see this new trailer right here. What is it? Don't Forget to Die. What the fuck? I wish I had the title right because I really have forgot the title. What is it?
Lease with an option to die.
yeah. Y'all know.
Is it time to? What is it? No, Time to Die. That's a John Grisham novel, right?
Yeah, I keep wanting to say 50 Cent, Get Rich or
Die
Die Spying.
Or Die Spying.
Get Rich or Die Spying. Don't fucking die. Anyway, let's look at the trailer for this, and we'll be back to discuss this even further right after this.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
Shit, fuck.
The world is arming faster than we can respond. Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
I thought you two would get along.
No, just don't shoot my dick. I'm good. You can do whatever you want. You can shoot my elbows, arms, but I'm gonna need this right here.
Name?
Bond.
James Bond.
So you're not dead?
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
It's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control, I'm not going to lose control.
James, you gave up everything for her. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
What is it?
You don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
How you doing?
Yeah, fuck all y'all.
Just doing donuts.
Get that Fast and Furious shit for you. There you go. All right.
All right, listen. I've
Yes, sir.
talked a lot of shit about these Daniel Craig James Bond movies, but that looks badass.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta say that is a good looking trailer.
On his way out, did he finally convince you?
Maybe.
You're like, damn, I'm
Maybe.
about to go. Really?
Maybe, yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
That is
Might make me sad.
That is interesting, Martin. Now, I'm really, really into hearing what you have to say. And we'll do that. We'll find out what Martin has to say and how we think that this movie right here could lead to probably some better things as the series continues without Daniel Craig right after this. Oh, look at you, Martin.
I know.
What you know?
I know. Whew.
I don't know. I gave you vapors, Martin. Shit, James Bond could fuck you if he wants. Nah, man. I have to say, before we get into it, that trailer is very good, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's some things I'm a little worried about in there. Some things I might nitpick about, man. These nits look like they need picking right now, but I ain't gonna go too hard on it, man. But yeah, I'm impressed overall with that. Can't wait to get into it, and can't wait. I don't want to hear it now, but I can't wait to hear what changed your mind right now.
Okay, all right.
Was that black chick?
A
Was
big
it a big part? Yeah.
Big part of it. Big part of it.
Should have known something. Should have known. Sex appeal got you right there.
Hey, it's old school.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm kind of digging in that trailer too, man. I'd like to know what y'all feel about that trailer too, which we'll ask you when we come back after we get through talking in 3, 2, 1. Just stop. Just stop it. You a furthest thing. You just zero. But let me see here. I'm very eager to hear what you have to say, Martin, because you've been hard, man, on Mr. Bond over here, man. I think you've been a little bit too hard on my boy right here. All he's doing is trying to save your ass, Martin, and you just ain't got nothing nice to say to him.
Yeah, those movies haven't been all that good.
I agree with you to a certain.
They have a great look about them, and I love the idea of a more serious Bond in theory. But when the actual movies play out, I always find myself going like, I'm not digging this so much.
Okay, well, Martin, this is probably one of the reasons why you're feeling good. Martin, this is why I'm feeling good. Hey, rest easy, Martin. We in for a good one. We in for a good James Bond movie. James Bond movies are the opposite of Star Trek movies. Star Trek movies, now, you probably don't agree to the fullest extent, but a lot of people say, Star Trek movies, the even-numbered ones are the ones that are good. The odd-numbered ones are the ones that are shit.
Until these
last few, but we ain't worried about that. We totally done wash that out of our minds. But with James Bond, a lot of people say that the odd number ones are good. The even number ones are the ones that are bad. Quantum of Solace, people weren't really crazy about that overall. Spectre, people said that's some bullshit. So, these if you go by the pattern here, we're in for a good one. Now we're up to an odd number one again.
Quantum of Solace is the only one I like.
You're in the minority.
I understand
know.
that. I'm comfortable being in the
I've
minority.
been trying to talk sense to you for years. You won't listen. I'm tired of fighting with you. But some things in here, I'm looking forward to this one. Especially, I wasn't crazy about Spectre, but this one I'm looking forward to, not just because it's the odd number one, but for some other reasons. But I have to say, not without some concerns here.
Sure.
Now, as I said, we want to talk about the significance of this being the last and what it could lead up to. But before we do that, let's talk about the trailer itself. Some things I'm seeing in here just kind of the same old. You know, I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything different with it. Not only do we have, look, you got to have a villain for James Bond to fight. You got to have some crazy dude trying to control the world, technology, the media, whatever it is. You know, I have a bomb and I'm going to live in a volcano and all that kind of shit. But lately, the villains have kind of been repetitive. You know, we have, if you look at some of the villains that we had before, you know, we have yet another disfigured villain. You know, if you looked at before the villains we had before, you know, Javier Bardem ain't got no teeth. Yeah. Christoph Waltz as Blofeld, you know, he got his eye taken out and got that cool Velociraptor scar right there. But now, the new villain that we have here is Rami Malek with the worst case of razor burn ever. Right? You know, it is another disfigured, deformed, scarred villain, and you know that's something that's we've had for the last three movies.
We've had him in a lot of the movies overall throughout the franchise.
True,
a lot of disfigured villains.
True, and with Rami Malek playing the character that he is, here's something else that concerns me. They're doing something that I didn't think worked with the last movie, especially with the publicity and the marketing leading up to the last movie. Because the last movie, Spectre, they were just lying whole time talking about Christoph Waltz. You know, you're pulling. Speaking of Star Trek, they were pulling the Star Trek. Who Blofeld? Who said that shit? No, man, he ain't Blofeld.
Right.
No, he's a whole new villain, man.
Yeah.
Fooled you. You fool a goddamn person, man.
Exactly.
No.
His name is Blofeld.
Yeah. Everybody knew this. You had a goddamn cat in the trailer. Everybody knew.
If he ain't Blofeld, he's Dr. Claw.
Yeah. So now people are saying that Rami Malek, and they're pulling the same thing. They're trying to keep this big classic villain secret because they're saying that he's Dr. No.
Oh.
From
From Dr. No.
From Dr. No. From
the titular Dr. No.
Yeah,
the very first James Bond movie.
The 1962 first James Bond movie ever. Again, where he plays, as you said, the titular character, the main villain, Dr. No.
I thought you less stupid. Usually when a man gets in my way.
It's like, what, you break your own shit?
I know, right?
He's like, you know you bought that, right? James Bond like, you call
not mine.
Yeah, he said, you call me stupid? You don't see me tearing up my shit. But speaking of Blofeld, I'm seeing some other things in here. You know, they introduced Blofeld, and I feel like they don't know what to do with him.
Well, look, they made a big deal about him in the last movie. He's not even in it all that much. So they got to do something. Like it was all a setup to go like, Blofeld, ta-da!
Yeah.
All right, you got to bring him back now.
Well, yeah, and I'm looking at this and like, and y'all ain't got a damn thing to do with him. You know, just do some Silence of the Lambs shit with him right there. Welcome, James. Like, yeah, just cut the shit, man. Tell me what I want, I'll take your other eye and beat your ass. You know, they might as well roll him out on a dolly with a mask on.
I know.
I mean, this is an area where I don't think that these movies have been very strong with some of their villains. And I'm hoping that they can correct this with Rami Malek. Now, I just don't like them trying to keep the secret because it didn't work with the last movie. No. But if they're trying to bring back a character and he's Dr. No and they can do something good with it, you know, I'm down for it, man. What is it that you saw in the? You know what? Let me just say this too. See what you think about it because we're about to get into some good things here. Because I want to know what turned you around. Because here, I think one of the things that you saw, because it's one of the things that got me. A lot of people looking at this, and a lot of people, they keep watching this trailer over and over again just for that car scene right there. You know, that's
hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You don't know I had guns for headlights, did you? I don't even know if y'all should know better. If James Bond just sitting up there looking at you, he's got something up his sleeve. Yeah. You know, that is a badass scene, and I'm hoping that those are the type of action scenes that will get turned around in this because those last few movies, man, action has been silly.
Yep.
You know, that inspector, that whole scene with the plane right there, they had a car chase with this plane. I know that should be cool, but
I remember the action scene.
Because
As a matter of fact, I remember one early on when he flipped his car off a bridge for no reason. And it's like, all right.
Because it looked cool.
It didn't look cool. He looked like a dumbass doing it.
Yeah, looking at scenes like this, not only does it kind of look silly, but I think it looks silly because the movie just stopped. Like there's no real natural feeling going into the action scenes. Almost James Bond, you look at the camera like, time for some action, and then they jump into it.
Plus a scene like that, like the whole thing of bringing Daniel Craig on is to say like, hey, this ain't your daddy's James Bond.
Yeah.
This Bond is serious. He ain't joking around. He's a brawler. That's this term everybody keeps using. He's a brawler. He takes care of business. No bullshit. But you look at this scene, it's like, well, that looks like it comes from a Roger Moore movie. And
that's where I think things start to go south. With Spectre, and I really like Skyfall. I love Skyfall because they really did make it this James Bond story, which I think plays into what I'm gonna say later. But I think the problem is that they gave in to pressure, and they went ahead and just tried to make the James Bond that everybody wants, or the classic James Bond. Like I think they were saying, you know what, we're going to actually make this James Bond its own thing for a little while, but we can't hold out too long. We got to give people, the old James Bond fans what they want. These crazy ass chases, the gadgets, the villains, the cartoonish villains.
It's sort of what makes James Bond James Bond.
See, I thought it was kind of cool to have this James Bond for today where he didn't have to do all of that. And if they did do it, make it feel a little more natural, not as silly.
Right.
But I will tell you, there are certain things that these recent James Bond movies did well, including this one. What turned you around, man?
You know what? It's something about the look of it. I mean, I know it's just a trailer. That's the problem. It's like I'm looking at this trailer. I'm seeing action sequences that look slick. I'm seeing new characters like this girl here, or I'm sorry, this woman here.
Yeah, she's shooting your kneecap. You better be quiet.
But besides being gorgeous, she's solid. She looks like she could beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
like she's a exchange from Wakanda, and just a lot more of it look with James Bond himself looks a lot more. I don't know, like it's all about taking care of business, which I like that. And then there's some things with the villains that are a little, nods to old school and right when I go like, all right, this is the new thing, and we keeping it serious now. And then they show me a little bit of the old stuff, and I go like, I do kind of miss that a little bit. Just throw a little bit in there.
So maybe there'll be a balance here.
Yeah. Like they're still trying to find that balance. And when I look at this trailer, I feel like they're a lot closer to it. Now I do see some parts that are a little jokey. I mean, that whole him at the James Bond. I'm like, okay, that's
he got to do that.
That's
man.
That's the equivalent of the I'll be back.
But that's his thing, That's
now usually I'm the one saying, "Well, that's his thing." And you're the one going like, "Nah."
Well, the difference is Arnold Schwarzenegger did that shit in every movie, and they're like,
he does this in every movie.
No, this ain't Daniel Craig going to Knives Out and saying, "I'll be back."
Oh, you mean Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Schwarzenegger. Everybody, people had to tell Schwarzenegger, "Motherfucker, this is not Terminator."
Yeah, stop that.
This is a Christmas movie for the family. This is
we're trying to do Hamlet here.
Yeah. Romeo. I mean, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Shit, keep going while you're. But James Bond, he got to have a martini. He's got to say his name. So those things I can let slide. If they can work it in well.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, if it's a quick scene, it's a nice little chuckle, and we move on.
Exactly. Don't dwell on it. Don't be like Bond, James Bond. We don't need to.
I don't see you here, mate. You're like, all
right.
We got to turn this into a comedy routine now.
No. What'd you say? I don't see you. But
you're not in my logbook.
But I think one of the things that's getting me with this trailer is we're back to it's not that we ever left. These movies have always had great cinematography. That's one of the things that I really liked about Quantum of Solace, man. Quantum of Solace is not a movie that I really enjoy as far as the story or where they took the character in that particular film, but looking at the cinematography that they did here, and Besides the special effects, I'm talking about just the cinematography, the look of the movie. That's where we started to get into some really great artistic aspects of somewhat of a throwaway action movie now.
Yeah.
But it's not until we got to Skyfall with Roger Deakins, man, that everybody started saying that, you know what, now we're here to Oscar caliber.
Yeah,
cinematography.
I don't like Skyfall, but I do appreciate the camera work and the artistry in it.
Yeah. No, but this movie, that's one of the first things. I was talking to one of our editors today, James, and we were talking about how, looking at this film, one of the things that jumped out to us was it looked amazing. Mm-hmm. It's a great looking film.
Yeah.
Even right down to some of the action that you have here. It's everything is beautiful in this trailer, man.
I mean, one thing about the James Bond movies, especially back in the Sean Connery era, is that they were travelogues to all these exotic places.
Yeah,
places that you in America you couldn't afford to go to, but you could see them on the screen and feel like you were there.
Yeah, yeah, and we're going.
And I see a lot of that here.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. It's a gorgeous looking film. But if we're getting down to characters and story, I like that. We're trying to bring James Bond to the modern era where it really matters.
And I don't even know that can be done successfully.
I think it can, and I think they're doing it here. And I'll tell you why.
I felt like this is closer. Like before going into this, I was thinking about how, man, James Bond was for a certain time and era, and it could be we've just moved on. Like we don't really have that same kind of Cold War.
Yeah.
We know more about spies and know that they don't really do super spy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, looking at this, one of the things that I think that they're doing very well and bringing in here, and it needs to be done. I mean, you have to do this for this new era of Bond. You have to bring in chicks that he can't fuck.
Yeah.
Like Judi Dench. He would have hit that if she let him. James Bond fuck anything. And plus she's older, but the younger people that are coming in, we got to stop kind of trying to use them as just something for James Bond to stick his dick into.
Right, especially in the #MeToo era.
You can't do that.
No.
Shit,
that was already in GoldenEye where M was calling him on it. She was like, "Hey, you gotta curb that." And he was like, "Well, we'll see."
Yeah, shit. Do you want to defeat James Bond? Get a woman and let her put a hashtag on his ass. Right. Done.
Terribly sorry, Commander Bond.
Yeah.
We have to end your services.
Yeah.
We're making you redundant.
I'm in the middle of a case, damn you. You about to catch a case. Get your ass. Groping these chicks. She said no. She meant yes. Even the lawyer's like, shut the fuck up.
Did you just punch that woman? Oh, come on, man. MI6 only has so much money.
Yeah.
We can't keep bailing you out of this.
She was part of the evil plan. She was getting a drink and she's 12. Get the fuck out of here.
You had sex with her first, though, right?
Yeah.
It's so much more complicated.
But they're bringing in these chicks now that are, like, that is, that's Lashana Lynch. I forgot what she was in. Oh, she was in Captain Marvel. That's Lashana Lynch.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, and her name is, in the movie, in the movie, her name is Nomi. And I don't know how it would happen in the film, but I really hope that this isn't something that's going to lead to them sleeping together and having sex with her, because you need to have a woman that, other than Pennywise or whatever,
Moneypenny,
whatever her name is, whatever the hell her name, you need to have somebody else that she is not a sexual object at all. In fact, she's the one that says, "Put your hands on me. I'll shoot you in your leg."
You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
Yeah, have your ass hobbling on your next mission. Come here.
Did you get some? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I got some shrapnel in my leg right now. That's the important update that this series needs.
It does.
A female that's not there as a sex object for Bond, not even close. If they're smart, they will not let them have sex. She's his equivalent. Now she throws his ass on the bed and sticks a dildo up his ass. Yeah. Now how does it feel? Have I been doing this the whole time?
I didn't know.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Now, with this character, here's where we start getting into some of the things that they could do with James Bond. Now, you remember Die Another Day?
Yes.
When they had Halle Berry as Jinx.
Yes.
And they were trying to talk about, oh, Jinx, she going to have her own movies out there. Popped up like a dolphin. God
like,
damn. Shit. He put them goggles down immediately. Fuck. Shit. His British accent was gone. God damn. Them titties. But do you think with the character of Nomi, maybe
Her
they get
taking over because she's already a 00 agent?
Yeah, they get not taking over, but maybe because she already said, "Look, I am a 00. I will have some things, but I don't think they're gonna make her the new face of James Bond. Do you think they'll give her a spinoff?"
I mean, it's all in how the movie does. How popular she is. If she's somebody that they, won't stop talking about.
Yeah.
And if she survives the movie.
I think she'll survive.
Most likely.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she'll survive. They ain't gonna kill her. She's black and she's a woman.
Unless it's one of those where she's secretly a double agent.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that either. But, you could be right.
Man,
I hope
we've seen them.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep hope alive, man. Come on, man.
You know how cheap these things.
Just
can
let
be.
me believe what I want. Let me be in denial, Martin. Please don't do this. Please, brother. Please.
I tell you what, she will get.
What's that?
It's probably another call from Marvel to come back and play another character.
Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah. That's done. That's been done. Yeah, she's on the come up, man. Now, what I like about this movie coming to a close right here, or this series.
You know what? With this being the last one, whatever romance he has going on with this girl, which does seem interesting, more interesting than most of the others. Him saying like, "Yeah, I want to get out of this." Last movie, okay, I'm all right with it.
Exactly. I was saying that one of the things that they really managed to do with Daniel Craig, besides saying that he has a different style than some of the other James Bonds that we've had, he's a little more rough around the edges and whatnot, a little crazier probably. One of the things that they said though is that this has been this James Bond story. This has been his series. So if they could make it to where we end this with some sort of closure, where he doesn't die anything, he quits the life and he goes off with somebody that he finally can love. I mean, this would be a good way to bring him and end this series into the modern era.
Yeah.
Why I keep saying era?
Yeah.
Bring him to this modern era here, with him doing the right thing, not fucking every chick he runs into, actually settling down, being at peace, and finally finding somebody to love.
Yeah.
And in a way, if you think about James Bond, man, James Bond is crazy. James Bond is, he's a psychopath, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will actually probably be some redemption for him too.
Yeah, although, as much as that's a whole thing, James Bond is a psychopath. Daniel Craig's character didn't never ever seem like that. But probably one of the things I sort of turned me off was how he never seemed to enjoy being James Bond. I don't mean Daniel Craig didn't. I mean even his James Bond didn't enjoy being James Bond.
Because he didn't smile, but he looked like, yeah, what a rush.
He always looked like, I'm killing you because this is what I do. I'm good at it, but never. All the other James Bonds seemed like they were like, hey, my life is cool.
Well, that's because to me, that's why I like this James Bond, because it's like he didn't have to smile and crack a joke.
Oh no, I don't mean the cracking of the jokes.
It seems crazy to me.
He just never even reveled in his knowledge of fine wines and martinis or the lifestyle.
To me, that showed me that this is a disturbed person. That's what I liked about it. Like, damn, you don't like shit.
Yeah.
Unless you're killing somebody, or something. But I think with this character having sort of his end, if they can make it his story, give him some redemption, let him go along his way with somebody he finally loves, what they can do is, with that, now they can create these new James Bond stories, treat it like a multi-film Fargo type format. Start with a fresh James Bond, give him about 3 or 4 movies, and then within those 3 or 4 movies, they can tell you can have any James Bond you want to. And then that's where we can finally say, without anybody getting mad or trying to find some sort of continuity that doesn't work, Now you can finally have your black James Bond. You can have your Asian James Bond. You know, you can have any kind of James Bond. Now I don't want like a Robo Bond or a Vampire James Bond, anything like that. But if we can,
like the original Casino Royale.
Was he a vampire in that or something?
Oh, you never saw it?
No.
Yeah, Woody Allen's a James Bond in that movie. There's a point where they got seals as 007. It goes nuts at the end.
Or maybe we can. Maybe a dog can be 007 one day or something. I don't know, but this will be a chance to like actually recreate something new and do something really fresh with
Well, the
James
thing
Bond.
would be to have these other people as not James Bond, but just 007.
Yeah. Well, they can they can do both. Because that's what they said. They said, they could either be because James Bond was just a name that was passed on. That's what some people were theorizing.
I know.
Until Skyfall came out.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's like that's a theory people had, but the movies have never ever said, "Oh yeah, you're right." Yeah, Skyfall was like, "No, that's his name."
But I think that if you do, let's just say you do Idris Elba James Bond, he'll have to say his name is James Bond. It can't be James Johnson or some shit like that. Can't be Jimmy Walker. He's gonna.
Not Nigel Covington.
Or the Asian can't be James Wan or some shit. It's gonna have to be James Bond, man. That name's gonna have to be dropped in there. And you know this. You can't have some people come in just fronting like they James Bond and have another name, and they can't go through the whole movie without saying that name, because they're gonna have that iconic moment, James. Bond, James Bond, that whatever the fuck he says. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay.
What would you like to see with a new series?
Well, they could. I would like other MI6 agents who could ascend to that rank of 007, but they don't have to be called James Bond.
Well, how would you go around the name then if they did
Just gonna have a different name.
Just have a different name.
Yeah, it'd be 007. This, die another. Whatever Tuesday, but just not James Bond. But just you switch from making it about James Bond to making it all about 007.
Okay,
you do that kind of switch with the branding.
All right,
it's like Captain Marvel and Shazam.
Okay,
they can't use Captain Marvel, so it's all about Shazam.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna find out what the audience thinks about this. Get your opinion on it, but first we're gonna have to cut to a commercial, and we'll get your opinions right after this. Oh. Still got to talk about that crazy ass dress, man.
Yeah.
Stick around, y'all. It's almost done. We're almost finished here. We got this crazy movie right. It ain't going to take long. There's few movies I have a loss of words for.
I thought that too.
And this is one. This one's got me.
I wanted some time to think about it, but by the time I got done watching it, it was time to leave to come over here.
Oh, you didn't even finish watching it?
No, I did. But I finished right on the dot.
Somebody said Joanna Bond. I'll take that. That's different. Make it about the 007 agents.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, your girl.
Oh, is she?
What is her name?
Anna de
Armas. That's right. The one that was just in
Knives Out.
Charlie's Angels.
No, she's in Knives Out.
Is she not in Charlie's Angels? Oh, no, that's a chick from Aladdin.
Yeah.
You sure wasn't Alec Miracle in? Thank you guys for being here tonight. As I said, I've been having a great time with you. I actually put this on something called low latency, so there is no delay.
Really?
At all. So don't do anything stupid, Mark. When you pull your dick out, I cannot delay it and cut that out. Yeah, he's prone to do that. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, y'all. See, with these commercials, man, you miss some things. So, do me a favor. Subscribe. With a Twitch Prime account, you can get that if you have an Amazon Prime account, and you can get it for free. I was telling somebody earlier how to do this, and I'll tell you how to do it now. And I want to thank everybody that's been subscribing tonight and following tonight, too. Let me see here. Let's go ahead. Let me see if this will actually tell me. Oh, man. I don't know if it's refreshing fast enough, but I have an extension here that tells me all of the new subscribers that we have, but this one is not actually refreshing like it should. It says we got a lot of new followers, but it's only showing me one. Well, Clint Bestwood, you and a lot of other people follow, but you're the only one I can see. You're the only one I can see, so thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you following tonight. Got a lot of subscribers. In the short amount of time that we've been here, we have over 400 subscribers now, so we've been doing okay. Martin, like, is that good or bad? Martin just looked at me, and he didn't say hooray or good. He just looked at me like, what does that mean? It don't mean shit to me.
Okay.
What?
I mean, I don't know contextually if that's good or bad, but I was thinking about
Martin, if I say it like, and we have over 400 subscribers, you're supposed to be like, man, that's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Instead like,
I was thinking about something else.
What are you thinking about?
You mentioned Clint Bestwood, which made me think about Clint Eastwood.
Mhm.
He's got that new movie, Richard Jewell.
Yes, sir.
And they sent me a link, like Warner Brothers has an app for their screeners that you have to log into. But I was watching it, and it just froze. But the 15 minutes I watched was really good.
It just got nominated as Best Picture along with the Joker from some
that's right.
organization.
Yeah, but as I was watching, I was like, oh, Corey's going to love this.
Yeah, got a little bit of controversy, too, behind it. So
some inaccuracies.
Yeah, let me see here. I want to thank some of the people that actually came in. Maybe I can see you.
I might have to, if that link's not going to work, I'm going to go to the screening. It's on Monday.
Let me see here. Somebody said Clint Eastwood got another movie. People saying, well, ain't he dead?
Did he retire?
Oh. Again, thank you guys so much. So what you guys, looking at this poster over here. I'll put that up. Dagaris. So what are y'all thinking about 007? Somebody said 400 subs in a week is really damn impressive.
All right, right on.
Yeah, there you go.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, y'all tell him that.
There we go.
Yeah, you don't hear it's nothing when he hears it from me, but when he hears it from y'all, really? Oh, that's right. The director is Cary Fukunaga.
Oh, see, that's my boy right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy that directed the first season he directed Beast of No Nation, which is on your best of the decade
list. Yeah,
and he did
the first season of True Detective.
True Detective, yeah. Oh, let me see here. Almost 50K total views too in a short amount of time. Yeah, man, we're doing well.
I didn't say that.
He says they want to let you know, Martin, we are kicking ass right now. So yeah, we're doing right. Let me see here. These guys seem to be cool with this trailer coming out, man. Everybody seems to be excited for it. I've heard a lot of people. It was trending #1 on YouTube today.
Oh,
so a lot of people eager for more Bond, man. That is one of those franchises that will endure, man. James Bond will outlive us, man.
I mean, he's an icon now.
Yeah,
I think there's people excited for James Bond who don't even really know James Bond.
Yeah, exactly, man. Oh, let's see what other people are saying. They say Richard Jewell in the movie looks like Kevin James.
We used to rent a cop for.
Somebody said having 50K viewers is like everyone watching in my Swiss town all at once.
Damn.
Yeah. Let me see here. Somebody said,
they stopped midsummer just to.
Yeah, people said you're doing well. And most of all, James Bond, they say Martin Scorsese would agree it's cinema. More than those goddamn superhero movies. Oh, let me see here. Last thing we got to do. This is going to be it. And then we are out, y'all. Talk about this crazy-ass movie right here. All I can say is, A24, you done it again. Made another horror movie that made people say, what the fuck is going on? I told you, I said this before, and I'd be damned if they didn't prove it. A24, say what you will about them, say what you will about the movies. Love them, hate them, but they don't make horror movies. They make horror movies that make you say, what the fuck? Nothing's ever straightforward. You know, you're going to do some work trying to understand.
Is The Lighthouse theirs?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I thought it was, but I don't think that is theirs. I'll look and see. As you can see, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at all tonight. So I'm not saying anything. But this movie right here is called In Fabric. Now, I'm walking in this kind of cold. They gave us a link for it. I didn't know about it that until today. Actually, I remember them sending the link yesterday, but it totally slipped my mind. So I watched this right before I got here.
Yeah, same here.
So I did not have time to go and research what the movie, what its history was of being produced or made, and did not have time to sit back and research what the movie was about. Because either the movie has a deeper meaning, which I'm always willing to give a movie credit for having something I might not see immediately, or this movie's fucking with us.
Well, once it started, I was like, "Oh yeah, we talked about this on a show once."
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
You brought it up.
I don't even remember.
You showed us the clip from it, the trailer.
Okay, and boy, that movie lived up to that trailer because I remember seeing the trailer. You know, it's a movie that's going to be very subjective to people's sensitivities and taste in film. They say it's a horror movie. It's actually a whole lot more, for better or for worse.
It's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I saw. What's everybody talking about? Well, hey, you know, if Rotten Tomatoes says that it's great, it's got to be great. Martin, they talked about they had you giving ratings to movies that you never saw.
No.
So surely they know what they're talking about. Let's go ahead and see this trailer for In Fabric, and we'll be back with our review.
A purchase on a horizon?
I'm just looking, thank you.
The hesitation in your voice, soon to be an echo in the recesses of the spheres of retail. The dress is your image, onto what you project through an illusion.
I'm just going on a date. I don't normally wear this kind of thing.
Be bold. Your date will compliment you. I would like you to announce the numbers to your telephone.
01632 960 7
and 7
8
and 8 and 6 and stop.
As promised.
Thank you.
You look different.
Oh my God, what's that? That looks nasty. Maybe just the washing powder. I hope it isn't catchy.
How's it going, Sheila?
Everything's fine.
What happened to your hand?
Washing machine went bananas.
You who wear me will know me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's just a cheap bit of mystery.
I think something's wrong with that dress.
Don't tell me you're scared of a dress.
Anytime a dog starts attacking out of nowhere, shit is haunted. You know, that's it. Time to get rid of that dress, which you can't.
Ripped it to pieces.
Brand spanking new almost.
Such a pretty dress.
Anything nice in the sales?
Just a dress.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of Martin.
Don't jip us on that last one.
Martin was over here like, well, that's oh yeah, I'm sorry. Don't let me cheat you on that crazy ass hand at the end.
Anything nice in the sales?
Just a dress.
Man's having fun tonight. Nothing disturbs me.
Yeah,
Not at all.
You picked a good night.
Life's a comedy. Man, glad we didn't talk about the Holocaust. Don't make me laugh. Oh, look. I know y'all looking at us right now and saying, now what did y'all not understand about this movie? It's obvious what this is. This is about a haunted dress. I mean, this is the Christine of clothing out there. You know, it's a dress that's possessed by the spirit of, I don't know, some maybe dead seamstress or fashion designer or something, a model, and it's coming back and taking its toll on the living. What is so hard about that? Everything. You ain't seen this shit. You forget. Did you forget that letter and those two numbers I gave you, A24?
See, you heard Corey describe this, and you see something very straightforward in your mind. And this is not at all straightforward.
No.
And I mean, there was easily a straightforward way to tell the story, but they aren't interested in that.
Well, that's the premise of it. that this is a haunted dress, and that is something that you can get into very easily, and it does kind of deliver on that in the beginning. And you know what? I love the way the movie starts out and how it actually artistically plays out throughout the film. This is like watching a late '60s or '70s,
like Suspiria.
Yeah, Suspiria. Yeah, it's an art horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's even it looks like this is set in the '80s, but or maybe even the '90s, because her son. What the movie deals with is that you have. I guess I should tell you about the parts that you can't understand. You have Marianne Jean Baptiste, who plays Sheila. Sheila's in her 50s. She's divorced, trying to raise a son who actually is being difficult, especially when he brings his tall ass instructor over who he's having sex with and drawing pictures of when she's modeling for him. Very loud sex. She's lonely. She's just looking for someone to just even share, not even have sex, not even be romantic, just somebody to just have company with. I mean, sex and romance is a bonus, but goddamn, if I can just have somebody I can talk to.
Yeah, just go on one decent date.
Just go on one decent date.
Have some dinner and good conversation.
So this turns crazy when she goes to buy a dress. And this dress that she gets is the dress that actually ends up making her life even worse. And the movie gets weird at this point, because even before she gets the dress, it's like she's buying this from a covenant of witches. The woman who comes out to sell her the dress is already acting crazy. What? This dress you mean to purchase? Talking like a gypsy and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the idea is that they're Eastern European and high fashion, and quite hot about all this. But it's like, I know what that is. This is weird. These are witches. I don't care what you say.
Like the whole time she's selling the dress, in the back there's people in the back. There's a wizard who's looking over this, a warlock.
Yeah, if you buy a dress and there's an old dude wringing his hands, you should just leave the shop.
And you should turn your ass around, because she's obviously a witch from the way she's just talking. And usually people today, they want your information, so that they know how to actually sell you on things. They promptly take her information so they can haunt this bitch at our house. And and it's funny, because when she gives the number, this whole thing is meant to be weird in every aspect. When she gets this woman's number, she's like 1 and 8 and 2 and 3 and 5 and 4, and you even dudes on the other line, like, just give the fucking number. But they take her information, not to sell to her, not to use it for analytics, but so they could haunt her life somehow get her soul. I don't know what's happening, but I do like the way the movie is filmed. It looks like it could take place in a lot of eras, but it's taking a lot of images, especially with fashion, a lot of artistic cuts that looks like something out of the 60s.
Yeah.
A lot of this looks like a French New Wave film sometimes.
French New Wave and the Italian horror.
Yeah. So it's like a Dario Argento movie mixed with the French Wave, and it's the kind of story where you feel like you're about to get a grasp of it. It's like, all right, I feel like I'm following this woman's story. I feel like I'm actually being able to kind of put things together. I feel like, this will all kind of make sense if I just stick with it and see her story and see where it wraps up. Because the movie, in addition to being a horror movie, it's a comedy too.
It's a dark comedy.
It's a dark comedy.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, it's a art horror movie and a dark comedy. It's doing both things. And artistically, I do like a lot of what's going on. With these critics who love it, I love what they love about it.
What are they loving about it?
The artistic sensibilities. The fact that it's retro. They're also in love with this director from the 2 movies he made before. So
okay, I haven't seen those.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay. You know how that kind of works.
Yes.
There's things here. There's that feeling of, all right, I think I see what's going on, and if I just ride this out, it'll come together and be kind of cool, and but that was a little awkward, but that's okay. Well, that was great. Okay, the comedy works sometimes, and actually some of it's kind of slapsticky. Seems like it's a little over what they're going for, but that's all right.
Yeah. I just took it as just a weird, like you say, black comedy. They have characters that keep coming in. Like at her job, she has human resources who keeps bugging her about the smallest things. You know, you're doing great. They're like passive aggressive. You're doing great here. Everybody says that your performance is it's fine. We love having you here. Your handshake is a little weird. You know,
the handshake's kind of weak.
You talk to the boss's mistress. That is something that we frown upon here.
Yeah, like they're on the verge of firing her.
Yeah, but they never fire her.
Yeah.
But it's all these things that happen in the movie where you know they're funny. You can kind of relate to the character and the things that happen to her. You know, it's a character that you root for because she's lonely. When the dress comes into her life, the dress starts to attack her, attack people that she doesn't like. It starts tearing up the house because it will not be restrained. It's like, all right, all this weird shit, if I just write it out, it's going to get to a conclusion that I might be able to grasp or at least put together later. Until the woman that we're following, she's gone.
Yeah.
And then we enter another character who is this meek guy about to get married. Reg Speaks, played by Leo Bill, and it all of a sudden becomes his story. I don't even know how it happens. There's an exit for this woman some kind of way, and then this dress just ends up in his hands.
On him.
On him. Like they're at a bachelor party where the father just humiliates him.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. He spills beer, and they're like, oh, well, I guess you got to put this dress on. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, you spill beer on yourself, just wait for it to dry. Yeah, what is this?
Well, no, they meant to humiliate him. They got that dress and said, yeah, you knew this was coming. He's like, what the fuck y'all doing? I didn't even know y'all had a dress ready to put on me.
But everything with him is like, no, okay.
But it gets, again, when you get into the story, you get like, okay, this will all wrap up together. This will all kind of, well, you know, again, we'll figure out how this connects to her story. But the movie takes on a whole new weird tone because all of a sudden we're introduced to new weird elements. Like when Reggie has this ability which people like him talking about fixing washing machines just turns people the fuck on.
They get orgasmic.
Yeah,
people. To him talking about.
You know what, man? I ain't gonna lie. I just it's so weird. It made me laugh. You know, because it's either people are just getting really turned on to having an orgasm by his knowledge of washing machines, or they're just bored.
Now, because I
want to show this clip right here of what he's doing. This is kind of and plus there's this theme of people having dreams in the movie. People are describing the weirdest dreams, which again I'm sure relates to something I don't know what, but Reggie's got a dream.
If it helps, we could kick it off in a role-play scenario.
Yeah, a lot of lone applicants find our Tudor courtroom scenario puts them at ease.
Yeah, clothes still needed washing then.
That's right. What's the matter, Reg? You spoke so clearly and nicely when you first came in.
Oh no, nothing. I'm just a bit tender these days. That's all.
How come?
It's just a sleeping dream I had last night. It's been on my mind all day.
Interesting. We're here for you, Reg. Sometimes it can help to discuss these things.
Well, Babs, my fiancée, was in labour. I was late, so at that point, the door was locked. I tried to take on her pain, just to make her feel better. I kept screaming to show how much I cared, but it just seemed to annoy everyone. I kept knocking on the window in the hope that they'd let me in. The baby came out of Babs in this dress that looked exactly the same as the one I wore on my stag night at Zinzan's. I wanted to wave at my little girl, but she wasn't having it. She made it clear that I should sling my hook.
You know, this.
I should sling my hook.
The movie does weird shit like this that once it gets, you know, even when it gets weird, it just do something just kind of odd and I don't know, you just kind of laugh at it just for knowing that it's weird. You know what? And this is just something I'm thinking about. This movie does not. It does not take itself so seriously.
Right.
When you get these weird movies and they think that their message is so deep and they have to tell it in the most serious tone possible. This movie's like, I know some of y'all ain't gonna get this shit. I know some of y'all think I'm crazy, so you know what? I'm gonna be crazy. And I'm gonna do something just silly. And I kind of appreciate that. I can tell you, I like this movie better than you did. Now, I'm not like these other people hailing this as like a great film, and and like I said, I am willing to go and see. I will not tell you I understand everything that's going on when I first see this, but this does come to a conclusion where it wraps up everything in a way that makes me think, all right, there's something, whether I agree with it or not, I'll find out. There's something going on with these themes that mean something to this director. And in this world that he's created, in this story that he's created, it probably does connect in a kind of way where there is a big story being told that I don't understand. And again, I think that's where we differ sometimes. I know that a lot of times you'll see something and be like, well, shit, if you can't tell me now, why am I here? I ain't here to do no homework, And I get it, man, But then again, you didn't mind it with but you understood again. Well, no, you understood everything that was going on in the what is it? The lighthouse. Yeah,
I can say with the lighthouse that I got so much out of it that even if I hadn't understood the ending, I still would have liked it.
Yeah,
a lot.
How you feel about this though?
I'm not as down on it as you may think. Like I said, there's so much of what they do that's done here, and I know, throughout the comedy, it's a lot of making a statement on consumerism and just the politics of work, because what goes on with their jobs, these two separate people in these scenarios, is just very odd. There's even a thing I was going to ask you about, like, what do you think about this? But I'll talk to you after the fact. I felt like this came across like, sorry. You remember the old British show Tales of the Unexpected?
Yeah.
It felt like it was two separate episodes of that, or some 70s British horror anthology that there was two separate episodes. And my bigger problem with this movie is the length.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 hours is like what they got enough here to make it interesting, even if not understandable. But I thought it wore out its welcome, having the two stories, like with the one with Marianne Jean-Baptiste. That's interesting enough on its own, but they only had like an hour's worth of material, which would be fine.
Yeah,
because that could be tight and end where it does. But then it was like, well, we got to keep it going, so we go into this other story.
Yeah.
Second half, I just didn't find as interesting, not nearly as interesting as the first half.
Yeah.
And so it was like, all right, we're getting through this. And then when it finally gets to the conclusion, I was like, that's cool and all, but this could have been saved for just that first part and been done.
Yeah. Well, like I said, people, that's as much you're gonna get out of us, because I don't know what the fuck is going on beyond that. But I'm willing to give it a chance to find out. I would give it a matinee. I do like the artistic direction of this. I do like the weirdness, but I like weird things like this just because I've said this over and over again. We see so many things that are the same that if I see effort being put forth,
yes,
I will give credit for that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I tend to not like things that are weird for weirdness' sake, but I'm kind of coming around more to like, you know what, you're doing something different. You're trying things, and I appreciate that. But I do think it works, mostly because of the length. But I don't know. It's one of those where I think it works better watching it at home. It's more of a high rental.
High rental? Yeah. Or if you do go see it at the theater, there is an audience for this.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to know that this is your movie.
Yes, exactly. You got to know that this is the kind. This is your jam. This is the kind of thing you like.
Yeah, don't take the family to see this during Christmas vacation and shit. No, this is not. No, this is for very select taste out there. All right, we're gonna read an email real quick, or two, right after we come back. After this. Weird shit right here. I was looking at this and I was even thinking, I made the mistake of eating when I was watching this.
Oh, jeez.
Boy, there's enough vomit and menstrual blood in this to ruin your appetite.
It's a good thing you weren't drinking another smoothie.
I would have threw that up like that last smoothie too. Yeah, it's some nasty shit going on in this
That
movie.
poor woman
man.
could not catch a break.
That's another thing that was funny to me. That woman was just her life was a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
Dates weren't fine. Dresses fucking with her.
No, that first date, come on.
Oh, that dude.
that was some sitcom shit that he was pulling.
Wouldn't even look. Yeah, he wouldn't even look at the waiter.
Yeah.
She said, "I thought you were a happy person." I am. Heard you like dancing. I'm tired. I mean, in general. Jesus Christ, you ignorant mother.
Oh, here's that flower I promised you.
Yeah, I do like the movie though. I do. I mean, like I said, but I'm weird like that. All right, everybody. I'll do some emails. I want to read your emails, read your comments, and then we'll be calling the night. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Hello. Good to have you back here. People still watching. I appreciate that because I know it's late. Thank you for sticking around. Got two new subscribers.
Oh, right on.
While we were at
Woo,
commercial. Yay. And let's see what we got here for you guys. Let's read the comments real quick. See how people are reacting to what they saw. Feels like a David Lynch style film. It does. You know what? It does. But the other thing is like it's just such a retro film, like Martin was saying.
Almost more Cronenberg than Lynch.
Yeah. Deborah Lanier says, Corey, yeah, it is more like Cronenberg. That's a great point. Corey always likes the crazy fever dream shitty movies coming out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Had the shitty
I know.
part.
Hey, well, fuck you too. I like the way you say
Come
shitty
on.
like you seen this shit. Oh, let me see. You know what? I've stopped myself too. I said, don't go off.
Good.
I was about to. I was like,
Good.
don't do it. Don't do this. Let me see here. These people are supporting us, so I ain't gonna say shit. I want to, but I ain't gonna say anything. Is this like Hostel? No.
And Lighthouse is a A24.
Yeah, let me see here. What was the last good haunted clothing movie? You know, that genre is so big. It's so many to choose from.
Does the Mangler count?
Well, it washed clothes, so I guess. Yeah, I guess it could count. We'll put that in there until we remember a movie about haunted sneakers or some shit. A demented hat or something. What is that? Phantom Thread. Does that count? No.
No.
Somebody say, who Corey mad at now? Nobody. Not mad at anybody. Let's see here. Will you do, what is this, the Charleston on 2020? What do, somebody, all right. Somebody trying to make an old joke. Yeah. I'm doing it with your grandma. What the hell? Oh, no, that does not count. You wear it, but it doesn't count. Killer condom.
Oh, yeah. Clothing? Yeah.
Somebody said, good show, gents.
Thanks.
Corey, you cool as fuck. Yeah, I kept my cool tonight. Normally I'd be blowing up, man.
One day at a time.
Let me see. Martin, you cool as fuck. Let's see. When you guys watching Star Wars? Couple of weeks we're gonna be watching Star Wars. Star Wars is we're getting a screening on is it that Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday in the middle of the day. So yeah, I might we might do that review that night. I gotta run an ad on that, so we'll see. All right. Read the email real quick and then we're out of here. Where the email's at? Where the email's at? And then we're done. Let me see here. DJ Sturtman, I believe is the name. It's about talking. Can you read that for me, Martin?
I have always wondered what you guys' thoughts are on talking from fans who join to watch the show live. Wow, okay. I always wondered what yours guys' thoughts.
I always wondered what you guys' thoughts.
I guess people talking when they come to watch the show live. Throw it back up. There's one more sentence.
Oh.
Is it okay as long as it's not loud or zip zap quiet on the set or face the wrath of a toast? Laughing is fine, but talking, no.
Yeah.
No talking.
No,
like it's like a movie theater.
Yeah. And plus, we're sitting up here trying to do our thing, and you're sitting there running your mouth. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if you're talking to us, if we ask you something, yeah, but no. I mean, you're sitting in a room, and we don't mind if somebody whispers, if they reach over and just whisper something short,
quick, yeah.
But if somebody says, they're having a conversation, no,
it's distracting.
No,
or if they're calling something out, as much as we might want to ignore them, somebody just addresses with something, so we turn to talk to them, address them back. You at home don't hear the other part of the conversation. It's not fair to you.
Yeah, I can't. I can't control myself a lot of times when people are talking. If they're talking loud and it keeps going and going, I'm probably gonna lose my shit on air. I mean, I
don't blame you.
Yeah, it's been something where I've done it. And I've done it to people who I've told over and over again. And if I have to yell at you, I have yet to have a regret about doing that to somebody, because people should know. Because I've told people. You've seen me tell people that on air. So, that is a big pet peeve of mine. That is a big no-no around here. Do not come in here talking while we're trying to do a show. You can sit up here and whisper something every now and then. We can get up to the bathroom and saying, I'll be right back. Or you're saying to somebody who's probably never seen the show, all right, here's what they're going to do now. So, something like that. But if you're talking the whole time, no, hell no.
Plus, we have a section in the back.
Yeah. I don't even want to see your mouth moving back there. Pay attention to us. I don't even want to see you back there. I don't care if I can hear it. If I can't hear it, I don't want to even. This ain't no place to come and hang out.
I know. When sometimes I look over and somebody's just on their phone the whole time, I'm just like, why are you here?
Yeah.
I should say something. No, don't say nothing. Focus on the show.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I've been distracted.
Yeah. I mean, I understand people don't get the concept a lot of times of what happens here, but there's been people I asked a question before and they just went to town talking.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, they don't understand.
You don't have a mic.
Yeah. But when people back there just yelling, that is why I hate to talk about this boy again, but that's why I could not have Felix in here. Everybody thought it was a bad thing that I put Felix in a cage back there.
I don't think people thought that was a bad idea.
Because some people were just saying, because he would just pace, and some people, and there would be people who would be either
like
be
a tiger
new or just be walking. And I just like, man, he even told me I can't be quiet, and he knows he can. So that's why I used to have to. I hated to do it, but I was like, you got to be back there because you cannot stop yelling shit out.
Or doing this.
Yeah. I mean, and that never stopped him. He thought that he raised his hand and he had permission to talk. No, I'm not opening that door. I'm not gonna tempt that at all. Ken says here that for James Bond.
Agent 00 Soul.
This is funny. He said this is a great observation here. I guess he was looking online at some James Bond stuff, and they said it uses the same font as the Love Boat.
It's funny because when I saw that, I was like, man, that's the font I used to use back when I was in art school in the 80s.
Yeah, well, that's what they used in the 70s.
Yeah.
Bond, he's coming for you. License to kill. What a thrill. He's James Bond. That groovy ass fire.
Wow.
Good observation, man. How'd you find that? You looking it up?
Someone else posted it.
Someone posted it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, man. Next week.
I knew every time I've seen those posters of that font, I was like, God, what is it that's bugging me about that? Other than the fact that nobody uses that font anymore.
Well, James Bond does. He's going retro. Oh. I knew I talked about this shit too soon. That's why it's hard to do. I'm glad I didn't make a video out of it. So, Billy D. Williams is backtracking. He's like, no, I like girls.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know what he's saying. I should have known. This happens a lot. People just so happy to have people come out and do things. He said, no, you don't understand what I was saying. At least that's what it says here. I don't know. I'm confused. Complex.
Well, even when you read the story, it sounded like it was somebody interpreting what he said.
And then everybody's ran with it, including me. So.
Which people do.
Yeah. Who sent this? Who is this? Dr. Who's that right there? Dr. Hernandez or what is that? Dr. Hadidison? Anyway, thank you for sending that over, but I don't know what this is. Billy D. Williams says his gender remarks were misinterpreted. Listen to this. He says, "What the hell is gender fluid?"
So, like, Lando, are you gender fluid? Gender fluid? I mean, I guess, you know, I got some female traits too.
He
Sure,
said,
sure, I'm gender fluid.
Gender fluid, yeah. I fuck
And
all
he
of
left.
them.
Hey, what does he mean by that?
Yeah. Yeah, he probably misinterpreted. Like, are you so gender fluid? Yeah, I fuck all the hoes. Yeah, I have sex with all the chicks out there. That's fluidity, right?
Granddad, you told that reporter what? Oh my God.
Yeah, tell these girls I'm plenty fluid. I flow
I got
to the
lots
next.
of fluids.
Yeah. Flow right to the next one. What do you say, gender fluid? Yeah. I got a lot of fluid for that gender out there.
That's why people are like, man, I'm so proud that he did that. It's like, why? What is him making that statement do for you?
Boy, y'all felt justified too, did you? Shit, Lando said, "You fuck anything. He's one of us." Hey, look, I ain't making fun of anybody out there that's gender fluid. I'm not making fun of gender fluidity. No. I'm just making fun,
But just the anxiousness to throw that on somebody.
Look, all these categories, I know that y'all want to be justified, but y'all can't be volunteering people.
Right. Like he got drafted into the army.
Like they said, who's gender fluid in here? I just took his hand and just
huh?
Everybody just took a step back. What? Wait a minute, what happened? Yeah, sure, I am, whatever.
I'll fuck anything.
Yeah.
With a vagina.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fuck anything with fluid. Boy, y'all are something else, man. Y'all can't be just pushing people out there, man. Look at this poor man. He look confused too. He's like, "What the fuck y'all say about me?" They said, "What? What happened?" No, I didn't say that. I don't even know what that means. Shit, I was drunk at the time. What the fuck? What's happening? I'm lost. What do you mean? Jesus, Paul, y'all leave this man alone.
I know.
He's 82 years old. He'll say anything at any time. So he's probably falling asleep.
These terms, they're new.
You know. Yeah. He probably even hear what they were saying. You gender fluid? Yeah, send it to it. My room's right up there. Yeah. He probably didn't hear what they were saying, man.
So what is that? You know, male and female. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm all about everybody being cool with each other. Yeah.
I wear pink sometimes. I'm cool. He look like, no, goddammit.
He looking mad like, who the fuck said that? Look at him. Where's he at? I didn't say that shit. Wow, y'all gotta stop, man.
Stop.
Yeah. I want everybody to be part of that army out there. No. You gotta ask first. Ask.
I tell you, man, you got these low-level reporters who just want to ask shit and get a story out there and get clicks. They're not really trying to verify with the person they're talking to right then and there.
Yeah.
They're trying to trick people into saying stuff.
Yeah, I mean, y'all might as well have just said Billy D. Williams is gay. Y'all might as well just gone all for it, man. Like mans. And look, like we said, we ain't making fun of this at all. You know, we got y'all's backs, but let's.
Yeah, but.
I mean, I don't even know what this is. Tomorrow might be a different thing.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand the question. Yeah, I said I fuck everything. Yeah, it's cool. Who knows what's gonna be tomorrow?
I know.
I don't know.
Tomorrow he'll be in a dress.
All we have to. That's why I always say today is what it says today. Because you never know it'll be tomorrow. Fuck. Don't know anymore. I don't even care. Shit. Oh, chat. Look, y'all know we didn't mean nothing now, right? Colt 45 is a hell of a drug. Keep up the good work, Corey and Martin. Millennials are cancer. Oh, no, no.
They do a lot of good things.
Yeah, like say people are gender fluid. Twitter's gonna be fun. All right. Yeah, people, it's all right. All right, let's get the hell out of here before we say
Great
so.
disturbance in the force.
I saw that. As I read this, I felt a great disturbance of the force. As millions of gays suddenly cried out in terror, suddenly silenced. Oh, no.
God.
Stop that. No. Oh, let me see here. All right, y'all. We're out of here. Thank you so much. It's late now, and we must go. But it's been a fun show. Hope you had a good time, Martin.
I did.
I want to thank our guests for coming in. Now, man, I forgot. What's your name again, sir? Dylan. Now, he's like, I'm Dylan. And now you're going to get mad. He been laughing all night.
All that bass in his voice.
Yeah,
Man.
he been like, all that. You know, like, hey, what's your name again? Dylan, motherfucker.
Say what again?
Hey, what's your lovely girl's name over here? Stephanie. Great to have you, Stephanie.
Yeah, thanks for coming by,
Thanks
guys.
for coming by, y'all. Appreciate it. Do you live here?
Oh, no, I'm just visiting.
Just visiting. What are you guys here for?
I'm interviewing.
Interviewing. All right, so you're interviewing to live in Austin?
Oh, technically, yeah.
Technically?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
I'm from Houston.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what's the relationship here? Because I'm just assuming things. Friends. So y'all not together. Boy, that would have been a time we've been like, cool. Days over. No.
How about a little you and me?
Yeah, it's getting late, man. You probably want to go home. Hey, girl,
let me holler at you.
Let me holler at you. That used to be my friend. Let me holler at you real quick. All right, chat. Hey, chat. Whoever the hell y'all are. I hope you had a good time tonight. Hope you guys had fun. Tune in tomorrow for 8-Bit Crumbs. That's right. Tomorrow will be 8-Bit Crumbs. That's the thing that actually started this whole Twitch venture right here. Did you guys have a good time tonight, though? I hope so. Great show, man. Thank you so much. Thanks, DT, in the chat. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are getting along now. I'm glad we can see both chats at the same time. This was fun. Always the best. Glad you guys loved it. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it. Got any feedback for us? Let us know. And we're about to say goodbye to you. Oh, where did it go? I'm missing a screen here. Where's my screen at? Oh, there it is. All right, guys, we're about to go. But before we say goodbye, hold on. We'll give you a proper goodbye. We got to have one more message here, one more ad, and then we are out right after this. Oh, glad things worked so smooth tonight. Mm-hmm. Covered a lot of stuff, too.
We did.
4 things, man. I didn't think we were going to get through with it, man.
Really?
Yeah.
We've done it before.
And, Martin, I got to thank you. Been with me all these years. We've been on many ventures together.
We have, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So I've forgotten.
Are you still enjoying this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man. I mean, the late nights kill me, but once we get going, I'm having a great time.
If the ad's not playing, that probably means that you have a subscription or a Twitch Prime subscription. So that's why you're not seeing it. In that case,
good
that's
for you.
The case, and good for you. Yeah, that's why you're not seeing an ad play. But like I said, great to have you guys here, man. About a 3.5-hour show. Yeah, we last about as long as the Irishman. Yeah, giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, I guess we can't talk shit about the Irishman.
Yeah, we can.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, we can. We're entertaining. All right. Hey, I'm not talking shit about Scorsese. That was great.
Yeah,
that movie
you liked
was great.
the movie.
No, I did. I really like.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as a whole, but I love parts in there. I love the way Jimmy Hoffa was just an asshole.
I know.
Just
but really thought he wasn't.
Oh man, that's my favorite part of that movie where people are begging him, Jimmy, stop.
Yeah, they're like, man, these guys are getting serious. Oh, what? They gonna do something to me? Yeah. He say, you talk to him? I did.
Yeah.
What did he say? I can't.
And it was always, it's them, Jimmy, not me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you here. It's them. And like I said, whenever they say, people are concerned, that means they're about to kill you. Settle your ass down. That is mob language for you dead, bitch. Stop.
Oh, to me they gonna do something? Shit. They better wake up and apologize. Okay.
Let me see here. Somebody said my head next to your name or whatever means that you subscribe. So there you go. Or I'm about to give you sexual favors.
It could be both.
It could be both. Oh, let me see here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We're out of here. Thank you, guys. Ken, thank you for the email right there. That was actually pretty funny. And Martin, thank you.
You bet.
And chat, thank you so much. We got to get out of here. It is late. But we will see you. I will see you tomorrow with Christopher Juicy Herman.
The juice.
The juice for 8-Bit Crumbs. And we'll be back on Saturday again, this time with 8-Bit Crumbs, but playing games. We're going to be playing video games. A lot of you have been wanting to play games again.
So what's the non-game 8-Bit Crumbs?
We talk about gaming news. We talk
Okay.
about gaming news, things that happen in the gaming world, and with a little bit of entertainment news in there if it happens.
Okay.
And something's always going on. And but a lot of people have been saying, when you guys going to play games again. So we're getting back into that on Saturday. So a little bit of a new addition to the show. So be there to check that out. And that is that. Thank you all so much. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, pop up on that keyboard, kcoolmans@gmail.com. KCOOLMANZ@gmail.com. Email us if you got any questions, comments, compliments, insults, input, and advice. Want to be part of the show? Too late, we're done. But we'll be back with more shows. So in that email, put your information in there to get a hold of you. Press in, bam! Criticizing you in your home, the only critics in the world, the house calls, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Type in Double Toasted for all of those if you want. Some shit. I don't know what you want. I forgot what they want. If you want to reach us on there.
Oh, yeah.
Simple as that. If you want to reach us on there, Double Toasted for all of those. If you want some private time with me on the dying platform known as Facebook, which they say is growing every day. Which I don't understand.
Growing.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the rest of the dragon.
I don't. I have to throw a chair at it to find out. You can reach me, Corey.Coleman.5. If I'm too busy criticizing these folks, Martin Thomas.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Martin_NoFro, or look for Martin Thomas on Facebook. And if you're there, hopefully you're a member of the Children of the Toast, but you can also join the Double Toasted fan page.
There you go. I'm beginning to actually get attached to this little man right here.
figured you
Little piece of shit. You can find me, this piece of shit, not you, Martin, this weekend, Martin Thomas, up here in the world famous Double Toast Studios. Now, two stink ass characters. I got these emails. kcoolman@gmail.com. Let us know what your plans are for Austin. If you're going to visit, or you're hanging out, you're moving here, whatever you're doing, let us know. Come see a show. We'll be glad to have you. Send us some details. And that way we can accommodate you. All right, everybody, that is it. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are listening to or watching this, goodbye and
Stay toasted. Like that.